An all-star hockey game took place here in Vancouver. The NHL All-Stars came to the Pacific Coliseum. Phil Esposito and the Wales Conference beat the Campbells 4-3. The hair was long, the unis were ugly, but hey, it was a close game. 17 years later, the All-Stars are back, and some of the names are the same. Yvon Cornway has a team named after him in Montreal, the Roadrunners. He runs it with his old teammate Terry Harper. Gary Younger, known as the NHL Ironman, now known as head coach of the Oakland Skates. All of these former NHL stars are now running the hottest hockey league going, Roller Hockey International, and the best players are here tonight, including 3 Vancouver Voodoos, Kevin Hoffman, Ryan Harrison, and Big George Zajankala. What the heck? Settle back for a little hockey history. The first Roller Hockey All-Star Game. The Roller Hockey International All-Star Game, East versus West, right here on UTV. Brought to you by Mazda and by McDonald's of Canada. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Pacific Coliseum. I'm Dave Randolph. It's the first ever All-Star Game, East versus West. And as we know by now, it's another one of those perfect Vancouver evenings. But despite the weather, they're expecting a pretty good crowd here at the Pacific Coliseum. And in case you're wondering at home whether this is going to be another one of those no-touchy, no-feely All-Star games, I don't think so. There's going to be some hitting. That's just the way it is in roller hockey. Players run into each other. You just can't stop the way you can on skates. The other thing is there's some money on the line for these guys. They want to play with some pride and put on a show. Our men calling the action are Don Taylor and Paul Carson. We will be back with their thoughts right after this. Stay right where you are.
Gone. There are just a few gorgeous 3-bedroom townhomes left at the Gabriola, and they're priced for immediate liquidation. This is your chance to secure a new home with the Builder Special 6.5% financing or receive up to $4,000 cash discount. Imagine you could own your very own home for just $7.99 a month. Hurry to the Gabriola because this special offer won't last long. The Gabriola on 237th, just north of Dewdney Trunk Road in Maple Ridge. Show home open daily, noon to 6 p.m.
Set sail this summer on BC's largest luxury sailing yacht, the 75-foot Private Dancer. Book now for a relaxing sunset dinner cruise on English Bay, complete with salmon barbecue. Or how about a party cruise or summer staff party? New to the Private Dancer this summer is the deluxe onboard bed and breakfast, perfect for out-of-town guests or a weekend getaway. Reserve your unforgettable sailing experience now on the Private Dancer. Call 736-8181 and ask about the Private Dancer's Gold Card Season Pass.
Hi, hon. Another stellar day for the self-employed?
Just when I seem to be getting ahead. More bills.
Your yellow pages are more than a collection of listings and ads. They represent the hopes and dreams of real people like Jan.
Yeah.
Hi, it's Jan from Locale Heroes.
Listen, I got 30 guys working through the night. My regular guy let me down.
Hot soup and subs okay?
Hey, Jan, I have 3 more sites around town. Why don't you give me a call tomorrow? We'll chat.
Thanks.
Yellow pages will always be there.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the first ever Roller Hockey International All-Star Game. I'm Don Taylor. I'm going to be handling play-by-play tonight. Your color man is Paul Carson. This game is going to feature some guys you know, some guys you don't know. One of the guys you do know, I'm sure if you're a hockey fan, Brian Trottier, the former New York Islander and Pittsburgh Penguin.
Well, 19 years in the NHL. He's won virtually every top individual trophy you can imagine. The Smythe, the Hart, the Calder. He won 6 Stanley Cups, 4 of them with the Islanders and 2 of them with the Penguins. Trottier's done it all, and here he is in the RHI All-Star game.
Okay, one of the guys you might not be aware of, Sean Krakuski. He's the leading scorer in RHI. He plays for the Calgary Rads. One of those guys that this league is great for because people are paying attention to him now, and who knows where his ice hockey career is going to go from here.
Former draft pick of the LA Kings, and we're going to be right back to the Coliseum with more live action from Roller Hockey International All-Star Game right after these messages.
Mazda 626 Chronos means more. More total headroom and legroom, better fuel economy, and more standard features than Camry or Accord. And with a Mazda personal lease, more value. BC Mazda dealers, making you feel just right.
Armchair quarterbacks huddle. Who, me? You and 3 friends could win dinner at the Keg, a chauffeured limo to a BC Lions game. Right on! And service in style while you watch. Excellent! The line from the comfort of a Lazy Boy recliner. Tough to take. Plus, your name will go into a draw to win the grand prize, a 21-inch Sony TV and a Lazy Boy for your own home. Enter to win at any Lower Mainland Keg restaurant. Did we win? The Keg, the great steak and seafood house.
We would have liked to thank personally the hundreds of British Columbians who helped us solve over 600 crimes last year. But we have no idea who they are.
Good morning, Crime Stoppers.
Crime Stoppers. Every tip is anonymous.
What do people say when they discover the taste of multigrain Cheerios?
Multigrain. Wouldn't like it.
It's interesting.
Gotta be heavy.
It's nice and light.
It'll be boring. Be like rocks and twigs. Tastes a little bit sweet.
This is great stuff.
I like it.
4 different kinds of O's.
Toasted with the taste of brown sugar.
I tell you, I won't like it.
Discover the bite,
crispy
taste of multigrain Cheerios.
What are you staring at? Go try it.
Officials for tonight's game, all from the Vancouver area. Mark Cato and John Doble are the referees. That's right, there's 2 referees in Roller Hockey International. The linesman, Baron Parker.
And a great crowd on hand tonight, Don. Looks like in the neighborhood of 13 or 14,000. There's the starters for the Eastern squad. Brian Trottier is amongst the starters for the Eastern squad. The goaltenders tonight, Bill Pye is in net for the opening half. There he is right there, Bill Pye, 25 years of age. He plays for the Minnesota Arctic Blast. His goals against average 7.79. 6 wins and 2 losses for Bill Pye. They're the starters for the Western squad as we get set for the opening faceoff. And the opening goalie for the Western squad, Rob Lowry from the Anaheim Bulldogs. His goals against average 5.00. He has 5 wins and no losses, and we are just about set to get underway. Don, take it away.
All right, thank you very much, Paul. Your Western Conference All-Stars in purple, the Eastern Conference All-Stars in white. You could probably figure that out after I told you the Western Conference All-Stars were in purple. Anyway, Western Conference All-Stars. Brian Trottier, helmetless, shot, save by Rob Lowry. Right off the bat, Brian Trottier with an excellent chance for the East. Now here comes the East again. This is Jay Neal. Jay Neal along the right wing boards. As the West tries to clear, can't do it. Now Izaro, his shot, another save by Rob Lowry. Puck still loose to smother it, and we'll have a face-off to the right of the Western Conference All-Star goaltender Rob Lowry. Big chance for Brian Trottier right off the bat. Couldn't put the backhander home.
Well, there's a look at the head coach for the Eastern All-Star squad, Chris McSorley. Won the league championship last year down in Anaheim, and here he is with the Buffalo Stampede, and right now he's the head coach for the Eastern All-Stars.
All right, 11:30 remains in this first quarter. Again, 4 12-minute quarters, just like basketball and Roller Hockey International. Play in the Western Conference zone. now in the Eastern Conference zone. Just a red line here, not any blue lines. Eastern Conference ringing around the board. That's Smith. Boys, the hit from McCallion in the corner now. And here comes Vladislav Tressel. Vladislav Tressel. Check. Shot goes wide. Tressel giving up the puck. And an opportunity for the Western Conference All-Stars. Big hit there by Sergei Berdnikov. Gets it to Sylvain Naud. Sylvain Naud in the corner fighting against Real Godin. Good work there by Sylvain Naud. Eastern Conference having trouble. Now puck goes on to the point. McCallion of the Edmonton Sled Dogs in front. Bill Pye had to make a save. Kicks it to the corner. Now the puck sent back into the Western Conference zone. McCallion is there to gather it in. Trevor McCallion sends it down the floor, and that is illegal clearing. That's what they call icing in Roller Hockey International. No score yet. We've got 10:31 remaining. First quarter of play.
All right, we just saw Chris McSorley, the head coach of the Eastern team. Here's the head coach of the Western team, Gary Unger of the Oakland Skates. Unger coaches the Tulsa Oilers in the Central Hockey League in the wintertime. Here he is coaching Oakland for the second straight year. And, of course, Unger, best known as the Iron Man in the NHL for all those years with the St. Louis Blues.
His hair is still blonde. What's going on there? All right. Maybe he's been talking to Maurice Richard's people. Puck on the left wing boards for the Western Conference All-Stars. That's Brett Kurtz having a little bit of trouble there. Forechecked by Sean Rowe. Sean Rowe doing a good job against Brett Kurtz. Now here come the Western Conference All-Stars. This is Rob McKaig of the Sacramento River Rats. He's checked and the puck goes. Nice hit there by Daniels. Young gives it up now. And here comes the West. On the left side. Shot by Gruel. Goes wide. Now it's picked up by Scott Daniels. Scott Daniels back to Scotty Gruel of the San Diego Barracudas. Gruel tried to send it in the corner, but it was blocked, and away comes the East. This is Scott Matasovich. His shot, big save by Rob Laurie of the Anaheim Bullfrogs. Rob McKaig on the right side for Kurtz. He lost control of the puck, gets it back. Here come the West again. Trottier loses it. In front for Gruel. He tried to center it to Kurtz. They couldn't connect. And here comes Brian Trottier. On the right side now, we've got a breakaway for John Young. Right in, John Young shot, saved by Laurie. Actually, I think Young might have shot it wide. Now it's on the left wing boards for Scotty Gruel. Going without the helmet for this All-Star game. Checked by Terry Virtue. His shot, Rob Laurie kicks it aside. Goes into the corner for Hero. Hero in behind the net for John Young. As Daniels takes a spill. Trottier out front. Shot goes off a skate to the corner. Again, it is picked up by Terry Virtue. Virtue again with the puck. His shot goes into the corner. Eastern Conference with some pressure here. Picked up by Sean Krakuski. Leading scorer in RHI. Krakuski wheeling and dealing. Some nice moves. Having trouble against Hero, though. And it's picked up by George Zajankala. Zajankala to Ryan Harrison. Harrison out front. And it's stopped there by number 37, Jay Neal. Jay Neal in behind his own net. Jay Neal, no one there to pass to. Oh, there's somebody. His name is Terry Virtue. Terry Virtue of the Atlanta Fire Ants. Love that name. As the Eastern Conference breaks out, this is Neal on the left side. Neal, 2-on-1. Neal right in. Passes in front to Trottier, and it got caught in his skates. Here comes the Western Conference. Ryan Harrison on the left side. Shot saved by Pye. And that is Perry Florio. Perry Florio on the right side gets it to Jay Neal. Jay Neal moving it 2-on-1. Jay Neal shot. Rob Laurie save. Neal knocked it out of the air, but his attempt at a bunt went wide. And now both teams are going to make changes. At least the Eastern Conference All-Stars are. As Kevin Hoffman starts out. Hoffman to Zajankala to Ryan Harrison. His shot saved by Pye. It's up in the air. Pye dodging the bullet there as it goes on the left to Godin. Godin on the right side for Tressel. Tressel moving it. 2-on-1 shot. I think they went off the post. Vladislav Tressel with an excellent chance. No score here. 7:39 remains in the first quarter.
Mazda 626 Kronos means more. More total headroom and legroom, better fuel economy, and more standard features than Camry or Accord. And with a Mazda personal lease, more value. BC Mazda dealers, making you feel just right.
Are you looking for news on the weekend and searching for reports closer to home, but feel you're getting left in the dark? Now, the U News at 6 Weekend Crew is 1 full hour, Saturday and Sunday, where you live.
We're making July's Taste of the Month a real Mexican event.
Bienvenidos a
I'm McDonough.
So we're trying something a little different.
Buenos paraguas.
And that means you can get 2 chicken fajitas with tomatoes, green peppers, onions, and cheese in a soft tortilla shell for only $2.99. So drop by today.
Las fajitas están deliciosas.
Soy una cia. Because if there's one thing we do understand, it's how to make a great fajita.
At McDonald's all day.
Daniel Berthiaume, the bandit, everybody recognizes him, an NHL veteran. He's with the New Jersey Rock and Rollers. What do you think of the RHI?
I think it's a great sport. So far, we're having a lot of fun. Everything's been going great in Vancouver. And for our season, it's my first season doing the roller hockey. I really enjoy it. And I'm certainly going to be back next year.
And we're going to see Daniel Berthiaume, the bandit, in the second half of this game. Back to you, Paul. Don?
Sergei Berdnikov with some trouble, falling down, but he gets the puck back. Berdnikov moving in on the left side, tees it up, shot, saved by Bill Pye. Another shot, Pye with another save. That shot taken by Sylvain Node. Sylvain Node with another shot. It goes wide, and here comes the Eastern All-Stars. That's Perry Florio. Florio moving in. Florio checked effectively by Rob Laurie, the Anaheim goaltender who has yet to lose an RHI game. And you're getting an idea why. This guy is sharp. We're on the right side here for Sergei Berdnikov. No trouble with the floor now. Berdnikov tried to get the pass on the left side, couldn't do it. Now the Western Conference keeping it in, having a bit of trouble, but Sylvain Node has it now. Sylvain Node in front, intercepted by Manasovic, and he sends it into the crowd. Somebody's got themselves a souvenir.
Well, quite a race in the Northwest Division, the division the Vancouver Voodoo find themselves in. A 3-way tie for top spot at the moment between Calgary, Phoenix, and Edmonton, and the Voodoo in 4th place, but they do have games in hand on all of the teams that are ahead of them in the standings, but they've lost 2 in a row. They've got some injury troubles, and their head coach, Tiger Williams, is a little bit worried about these injuries right at the moment, Don.
You bet. There's Scott Manasovic from Yale University. Now, puck goes in behind the Eastern Conference net, picked up there by Sean Rowe. Sean Rowe's going to send it on the left side. Pass couldn't connect, and the Western Conference All-Stars keep it in. Puck goes to Gruel. He has trouble with it. Now it's on the left side for number 44, Sean Rowe. Sean Rowe tried to get the pass to Lubicic, couldn't connect. And this is Scotty Gruel. Scotty Gruel on the left side, intercepted by Sean Rowe. His shot kicked up by Laurie. Another shot in front as the Eastern Conference All-Stars tried to stuff it in. John Young couldn't do it. Laurie standing tall in the Western Conference net. Here's Gruel. His shot blocked, goes to the corner. Now Kurtz. His shot goes out the side of the net. Some of the fans thought that was in. Western Conference with all kinds of pressure here. Kurtz in front of the net. And Bill Pye has to smother because the purple-clad Western All-Stars are all over him.
Well, the defending champion Anaheim Bullfrogs lead the Pacific Division standings. They've got a 4-point lead on the San Jose Rhinos. The Bullfrogs with 9 wins and 1 loss. The Barracudas are hanging in there. The Blades are hanging in there. But the Skeets and the Flash are way back in the standings. Those teams don't really have much of a hope of making the playoffs.
All the teams with the good nicknames up top in the Pacific Division. Wild nicknames in this league. I like Fire Ants. Here's Kevin Hoffman. His shot goes off a skate wide. Hoffman's going to chase it. Pardon me, that's Ryan Harrison. 2 Voodoo teammates combining here. Harrison's shot also goes wide. Zajankla working in the corner there. Now here's Ryan Harrison. His shot blocked by Brian Trottier. Zajankla can't do anything with it. And out starts Neal, Jay Neal. On the left side for Terry Virtue, he's hit, and the Western Conference has it. Ryan Harrison from the Vancouver Voodoo, one of their most popular players, if not the most popular player. Ryan Harrison from Kamloops, being checked by Brian Trottier, gets away from him. Ryan Harrison, right side. Here comes the Western Conference All-Stars. Hoffman tried to get it through for Krakuski. They couldn't connect, and the puck is in behind the Eastern Conference net. Virtue on the right side for Neal. Neal checked by Harrison. Zajankla picks it up. Zajankla, nobody with them, and he is checked off the puck by Brian Trottier. Look at the Trot's work out there. Oh, my God. 37. Jay Neal on the right side. Tried to get it to Haru. Couldn't do it. Ryan Harrison in the corner. Checked by Haru. Out front. Here's Neal. His shot. Blocked. And away come the Western All-Stars. This is Krakuski, leading scorer in the league. Krakuski. Sanders to Harrison. What a save by Bill Pye. Now the East. What action here. This is Yves Haru. Yves Haru in the corner. Haru. Passes intercepted by Kevin Hoffman. Hoffman is this Vancouver Voodoo line has to get off. They've been out there forever. George Zajankla, Voodoo's leading scorer. His shot goes wide. Zajankla stays after it. Bumps an Eastern All-Star off the puck. Big George Zajankla tried to get it to Craig Cox. Couldn't do it. McCallion's shot goes way wide into the corner. Brian Trottier, he's been out there forever. He's going to get a line change. Trottier gives it up. This is McCallion. McCallion on the left side for big Craig Cox. Craig Cox, left wing. Cox tees it up. Here come the Western shots. Goal! Sergei Berdnikov.
Well, it's taken quite a while for the game's first goal to be scored, but the Western All-Stars take the lead with 3:51 left in the opening quarter, and it's a nice wrist shot here from Sergei Berdnikov of the Portland Rage as he snaps that one past Bill Pye. 1-0 for the Western All-Stars. Here's the wrist shot from the circle, and the opening goal of the game from Berdnikov.
Anisovic knifes it into the corner in behind the Western Conference net. Picked up there by McCallion. He leaves it for Sylvain Node. Sylvain Node being checked in the corner by by Trezl as Trezl knocks Node off the puck. Trezl doing some excellent forechecking for the Eastern Conference All-Stars, and he forces a face-off. The score is 1-0 for the West here at the Pacific Coliseum.
Mazda 626 Kronos means more. More total headroom and legroom, better fuel economy, and more standard features than Camry or Accord. And with a Mazda personal lease, more value. BC Mazda dealers, making you feel just right.
You too can wake up to Africa. The Nabob Coffee Company presents African Safari Blend. Beans from the heart of Kenya give this coffee an intense, full body and fine, winey flavor. The taste of African safari is waiting. From the company that makes coffee an adventure. The Nabob Coffee Company.
Ryan Harrison is one of 3 Vancouver Voodoos in this All-Star game. Harry, a lot of talent on this team, isn't there?
Oh, there's a lot of talent. We're running into some pretty good goaltenders here. I don't think it's going to be a very high score tonight. We got to go out hard and hopefully come out on top.
Well, they got the 1-0 lead thanks to the goal by Berdnikov. Back up to you, Paul and Don.
All right, Perry Florio moving right in. Florio shot. Saved by Rob Lurie. Puck still loose. Lurie sends it out for Craig Cox. Craig Cox on the left side for Trevor McCallion. McCallion here to Node. Node, shot, saved by Pye. Cox couldn't get the rebound. Now here comes the East. On the right side for Real Godin. Real Godin moving in with Smith. Here's Smith, back to Godin to score. Oh, pretty goal. Godin and Smith combining. It's a 1-1 hockey game.
Well, that lead didn't hold up long. The East came right back 1 minute after giving up the game's first goal to tie it up at 1. And it's Real Godin of the Montreal Roadrunners, 26 years of age. Played in the French First Division. Nice setup there from Randy Smith, the former Canadian Olympian. And there's the first goal of the game for the Eastern squad, Real Godin of the Montreal Roadrunners.
2.5 minutes remaining in this first quarter. It's a 1-1 game. Scotty Gruel, as we look at the goal again by Godin. Beautiful two-way passing play. Now Lubicic, big guy, 6'5", 235, but bumped off the puck there by Daniels. Now here comes the West, Rob McCaig on the left side. Rob McCaig sends it ahead to Scotty Gruel. That's offside. And let's explain that offside rule. You can carry the puck over the red line if your teammates are caught offside, but you can't pass it over the red line if your teammates are caught offside. Sounds simple. 1-1 the score, 2:27 remains, first quarter.
There's Chris McSorley. We saw just a moment ago Scott Gruel. Some of the guys started the game without helmets, but they're back to wearing them. I don't know whether they just wanted to let the folks at home see them without the helmet on, but they're back to wearing the helmets now. Trottier started the game without one, as did Scott Gruel.
All right, kind of a Brett Hull thing. You remember he did that a couple of years ago in the NHL All-Star game, playing the Western Conference zone. That's Sean Rose sending it into the corner. Western Conference having a bit of trouble. Scott Daniels on the left side here for Rob McKegg. McKegg checked off the puck. His pass went astray. That's Lubicic. His shot saved by Rob Laurie. Boy, this guy's a sharp goaltender. Brett Kurtz now for the Western Conference All-Stars. Gathering speed. Brett Kurtz moving in on two Eastern Conference All-Stars. Goes into the corner. Checked off the puck by Rowe. Rule is there for the West, though, as the puck stays in the left corner. Rule in front. Shot by Daniels. Saved by Pye as he came out to block the angle. And here comes the East. This is John Young. John Young. In front. Shot. Saved by Laurie off Matasovich. Rob Laurie. Hey, I'm telling you, he's the star of the game so far. Out come the Western Conference All-Stars, Rob McKegg, as the West makes changes to Kukuski. Kukuski left side. In comes McKegg. Checked by Bill Pye. The Johnny Bauer poke check. As Zajankala has to chase the puck down with Trache all over him. George Zajankala, he of the Vancouver Voodoo, leaves it for another Voodoo, Kevin Hoffman, number 25 in your program. Left side, works off the pick. Kevin Hoffman doing some good work here. He leaves it for Kukuski. His shot is blocked. And here comes the Eastern Conference All-Stars. This is Terry Fruccio ahead to Brian Trache, right in that goal. Trache, oh, he lost control of the puck as Laurie just got a piece of it, enough of it to have Trache lose control. Trache stays after it in the corner, being checked there by Kevin Hoffman. Puck still loose, no whistle. 30 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Now here comes the East again. Shot, Laurie with the save as he stops Terry Virtue. Now it's on the right side for Kukuski. Kukuski's checked. Virtue sends it back to his goaltender, a la the World Cup, and Bill Pye has to smother it. Stopped there by George, or pursued there by George Zajankala, the big voodoo forward.
All right, there's a look at George Zajankala. Let's find out a little more about one of his teammates.
Kevin Hoffman.
Kevin Hoffman, there he is right there, 26 years of age, hometown Edmonton, Alberta. But he lives right here in Vancouver. He played for the UBC Thunderbirds for 3 years. And right now he plays ice hockey in the wintertime over in Japan. And he commutes back and forth because he manages a sporting goods store here in Vancouver. So he goes over there for 2 weeks. He comes back for 2 weeks. Kevin Hoffman, the former UBC Thunderbird, now the Vancouver Voodoo.
All right, everything but his favorite color from Paul Carson. Sylvain Node for the Western Conference All-Stars. We got only 5 seconds left in this first quarter. Time enough maybe to get another shot away. I don't think so. East intercepts that Tresel. That's the end of the first quarter. A 1-1 hockey game at the inaugural All-Star RHI All-Star Contest.
Jean-Luc Brassard, Canadian Olympic gold medalist.
To win gold, you've got to want it. So I push myself to do my personal best. That leaves my hair sweaty and out of control. So I reach for Pert Plus. I've tried some other 2-in-1s, but Pert Plus works. I get the control I want.
Pert Plus has control-enhancing conditioners that help smooth every strand to leave your hair more manageable.
With Pert Plus, I don't fuss. I get hair that I can control.
A winning combination for manageable hair.
You want to be your best? You gotta have control.
I think kids today need to learn responsibility. Mine have dish night, and they do a great job. So there's no food like little tomato seeds left stuck on the plate. They always pre-rinse, and they never overload.
No matter who does the dishes, Cascade does the dirty work. Dishes washed in Cascade with sheeting action removed look dirty, but dishes washed with regular Cascade look so clean they look virtually spotless.
Perfect. Every night should be dish night.
Virtually hopeless to virtually spotless.
Who'd like more cheese on their pizza? Okay. Who'd like more toppings on their pizza? Okay. More cheese? Okay. Toppings? More?
That's every man, woman, and child. It's the new Little Caesars Pleasers menu. More meat, more cheese, more pepperoni, more toppings. Any 2 for $14.98. Product guaranteed.
2 pizzas.
Or get 1 pizza for $8.99.
Pizza.
This is the 95 Neon. Some find it hard to believe that it has more pickup than the Mustang V6 and more front headroom than Honda Accord, Ford Taurus, and Toyota Camry. But when you compare it to cars in its own class, the competition gets a little nervous. With air conditioning, automatic, stereo cassette, dual airbags, side door impact beams, and more. For a great price, you get the last laugh. The 1995 Neon, now at your local Chrysler dealer.
Every day at factories like this, products like this motor oil are packaged. Some with the MotoMaster Formula 2000 label, some with another famous label. The idea being people pay more for a national brand name. But when you buy MotoMaster oil at Canadian Tire, you get national brand quality that costs less. MotoMaster Formula 2000 meets the same new SH performance standards, just like Quaker State, Castrol, Valvoline, and other national brands. You simply can't buy a higher-rated motor oil. MotoMaster, quality automotive products for a lot less.
We got a tie game, 1-1 after one period. I'm here with Chris McSorley, head coach of the East All-Stars. First of all, tell us about your goaltending change here.
Well, we've got three of them, and all three of them are very good. Started with Billy Pye, what a great job, great athlete. But now we've got Tiger Williams, Gary Unger. We gave him our secret weapon. We got Manon Riom.
She was a little late getting here.
A little late, but I'll tell you something. Better late than never, because Manon Riom, believe me, she's going to have this team so distracted they won't know what to do.
Now, you're the head coach and GM of the Buffalo Stampede. Your team's doing very well. In this league, what do you do? Just say, hey, forget the defense, boys. Let's just go get 10 goals tonight.
Well, this is a sport. You got to play to create. You don't play to prevent. So you don't really want to start recruiting a lot of defensemen. You want to make sure you get guys out there who want to go to the net and play hard.
And this is pretty wide open, though.
This is wide open, full throttle hockey.
You know, all-star games, sometimes they're no hitting, no touchy, no feely, but not this one tonight.
Not this one. This one here, there's no holds barred. We're going to go after him here in the second half.
All right, Chris, thanks very much. Back upstairs, Paul and Don.
All right, as Dave and Chris pointed out, Manon Riom now in goal for the Eastern Conference All-Stars. Number 53, Perry Florio for the East. His shot goes off a skate wide. Trezel in behind there for the East, being checked by McCallion from the Edmonton Sled Dogs. Trezel, big guy from the Czech Republic. Vladislav Trezel stays with it, centers it all the way back to Florio. Florio on the point. On the right boards, it's intercepted there by McCallion. He loses it to Trezel. Right in, Trezel, shot way wide. Now Craig Cox. Frank Cox for the West. Sends it to the left for Berdnikov. Intercepted by Trezel. Again, out front they score. Randy Smith of the St. Louis Vipers. 2-1 East.
Well, a guy by the name of Trezel, Vladislav Trezel, created that goal, number 20. The guy played for the Milwaukee Admirals. He played in the Quebec Nordique chain. He was a former linemate of Robert Cron. Here's a look at it here. There it is. Randy Smith, who played in the 1992 Canadian Olympic team and picked up a silver medal over at the Olympics, scores the go-ahead goal here to make it 2-1 for the Eastern Conference.
Boy, I tell you, Trezel did all the work in that one, as we have a clearing call on the East. Trezel did all the work in that one. Forechecking like the Dickens in the Western Conference zone. Getting the puck out front to Randy Smith of the St. Louis Vipers.
Let's take a look at the Central Division standings now. The Pittsburgh Phantoms, the team that Brian Trottier plays for, undefeated. 8 wins, no losses, no overtime losses. They're way out in front in the Central Division. 4-point lead on the Minnesota Arctic Blast. Then you've got Atlanta, Chicago, St. Louis, and the New England Stingers, which incidentally won their first 2 games of the season, back-to-back home games this week in Portland, Maine, which is their hometown.
All right, play underway again as the puck goes into the corner. In behind there for Kurtz. He leaves it for Scott Gruel, the Western All-Star. Scott Gruel spinning in the corner, being checked by Rowe. Puck still in behind the net for Kurtz. Centers it up from McKegg. His shot saved by Manon Riom. Her first piece of action here as the puck goes to Rob Laurie. Rob Laurie sends it on the right side for Daniels. Daniels gets it to Scotty Gruel. Scott Gruel for Big McKegg on the left side for Kurtz. Kurtz slips but keeps control of the puck. Kurtz gets it to Daniels. Daniels back to Kurtz. This is Kurtz. No relation to Roy Kurtz, former BC Lions kicker. Now McKegg. McKegg on the left side. McKegg shot, save, Manon Riom. She looks sharp early. This is Daniels in the corner. Daniels in the corner for the West. Sends it back in the point for Gruel. Gruel back to Daniels. Daniels sends it in front for McKegg. Stop. Another stop by Manon Riom.
Well, if there were any doubts about Manon Riom's ability as a goaltender, she dispelled those doubts right there with a beautiful diving save. Manon Riom in a card show in Minneapolis earlier today, flew in from Winnipeg this afternoon. She just arrived here about an hour ago, and you think she might be a little weary from all the travel. She stepped right into her uniform. They threw her into the opening of the second quarter. Look at the save here. Fantastic. Manon Riom. She's going to play the second quarter, and then she hops back on the plane and heads for another card show after the game.
Kevin Hoffman's shot goes wide. We're in the corner again. This is Zajankla. Zajankla gets it to Ryan Harrison, the two voodoo forwards working together. This is Krikuski. Krikuski, the RHI's leading scorer. Over here for Ryan Harrison. Ryan Harrison being hounded by Hero. Now Harrison gets it to Krikuski. Krikuski moving in. Krikuski sends it in front to no one in particular. And the puck goes in on the left side for Kevin Hoffman. Kevin Hoffman back to Ryan Harrison. His shot way wide, and it'll be picked up there by Brian Trottier, the KG veteran, to Neal. Neal being checked there by Krikuski. Gets away from him. Neal to Trottier. Trottier on the right side to a wide open Terry Virtue. Virtue back to Heroux. His shot wide. Now Virtue, another shot. Another save by Rob Laurie. In behind for Brian Trottier. Trottier tried to center it, and Laurie has to poke it ahead to Krikuski. Krikuski now from out behind his own net. Tried to get it up to Ryan Harrison. They can't connect, and Virtue sends it ahead, but he's checked in front for Ryan Harrison. Puck hops over his stick. Ryan Harrison in the corner for George Zajankla. He's checked. Zajankla stays with it. So does Ryan Harrison. Centers it. Intercepted by Neal. On the right side for Trottier. McCallion keeps it in, though. George Zajankla in the corner. He loses it, and here's Brian Trottier. On the left side now for Jay Neal. Jay Neal of the Buffalo Stampede. Jay Neal moving in. Shot. Save Laurie. Rebound. Kicked. And Laurie is forced to make another save, although I don't know if that one would count because the puck was kicked towards Laurie. Now it's on the right side for Berdnikov. Berdnikov, who has the west goal. He's checked, and away comes Vladislav Tressel. Tressel with Jay Neal. Tressel to Neal. Neal, shot. Saved by Rob Laurie. Boy, there's some great goaltending in this RHI All-Star game. It's 2-1 for the East at the Pacific Coliseum.
Mazda 626 Kronos means more. More total headroom and legroom, better fuel economy, and more standard features than Camry or Accord. And with a Mazda personal lease, more value. BC Mazda dealers, making you feel just right.
How do you catch an oopie? Whoops. Oh, dear. Ooh. Yeah. Good. The only sure way to catch an oopie is with KFC's newest Mega Meal. Now get 10 pieces of chicken, family-size fries and gravy, family-size taters, and more. Large coleslaw, large macaroni salad, rolls, and your oopie ball. KFC's 10-piece oopie Mega Meal at only $19.99. It's quite a catch. Sheesh.
It takes more than good looks to be a model.
It's like a dream. It doesn't last.
You have to keep your mind on the business.
I hope it lasts forever. Well, here I am.
All right, welcome back, everybody. 2-1 hockey game. East in front. We're on the left side. West on the attack. A shot blocked. That shot from Scotty Gruel. And we have a face-off as the puck came, or the net came off its moorings.
Don, coming up at halftime, we've got to look at a couple of our Vancouver voodoo dudes, Ryan Harrison and Todd Esselmont. We've also got a tip on passing the puck for you youngsters out there who are just adapting from ice hockey to roller hockey. And we've got an RHI mystery guest, Dave Randorf. We'll have that mystery guest for you coming up at halftime.
Face off to the left of Manon Rayon. Craig Cox wins it for Berdnikov. Berdnikov back to McCallion. His shot tipped in by Craig Cox. The big guy, the former Vancouver Canuck, makes it a 2-2 hockey game.
Well, we were impressed with this McCallion a couple of weeks ago when he was in town with the Edmonton Sled Dogs. He sets this one up by Craig Cox to tie it at 2. The face-off, the puck will come back to McCallion, and McCallion will slap it, and it's nicely defected. Gosh, if Craig Cox had shown those kind of hands when he was in the NHL with the Canucks, he'd still be there. Craig Cox makes it 2-2.
His hands were used for something else. Craig Cox, who scored the San Jose Sharks' first ever NHL goal, trivia fans. Now, here's a shot. Saved by Rob Laurie. In front, another save by Rob Laurie as he makes 2 consecutive saves. That last one off Ed Lubicic. Lubicic, what a big guy. 6'5", 235. He's played over in Holland. Right now he's playing for the Hammerheads of Florida. Last year played in Toronto with the Toronto Planets, the now defunct Toronto Planets. Face off to the right of Rob Laurie, who, if you ask me, has been the best player on the floor tonight. Puck is in the corner for Young. Young being checked by Gruel. Gruel leaves it for McKegg. McKegg on the left side. McKegg moving in 3-on-2. Checked off the puck, though, by Rowe. Rowe had it intercepted by Kurtz. Moving in. Kurtz. Shot. Goal. Daniels. Scotty Daniels. 3-2 West.
Well, big Scott Daniels. They call him Jack. Plays for the Las Vegas Flash. And here's a look at it as he puts it top shelf on Manon Rhéaume, and the West takes a 3-2 lead, and that's Daniels from a rather sharp angle, scoring from the right faceoff circle. And all of a sudden, after trailing 2-1, the West is in front 3-2.
No chance for Manon Rhéaume there. Can't blame her for that one. By the way, I don't think we've mentioned this yet. Manon plays for the New Jersey Rock and Rollers, the same team as Daniel Bertome, who's one of the other goaltenders here for the Eastern All-Stars. Now this is Sean Krakowski. Sean Krakowski heading over the red line. Krakowski trying to leave it for Harrison. Stays with it. Krakowski right in. Trying to stuff it behind Manon Rhéaume, but she's able to make the save. It's a 3-2 hockey game. The Western Conference All-Stars leading with 7:10 remaining in the second quarter.
Well, let's check out the top scorers in the Roller Hockey International. Sean Krakowski of Calgary, the leading scorer, 45 points. Daniel Shank of Phoenix, who is not in this game, but by the looks of things should have been, 40 points for Phoenix.
Former Detroit Red Wing.
You got it. Chris Velasevich from Portland. They've got 5 Russians playing for them. Velasevich in third place with 35 points.
East with some pressure now. Hero and Trottier, who have been dangerous all night long. Leaves it for Neal. Neal scores! Oh, boy. Did I say Rob Laurie's been the best player on the floor so far tonight? Well, he'd like to have that one back. No doubt about it.
Well, Rob Laurie stopped 67 of 70 shots in a game against San Diego earlier in the season. He's by far the top goaltender in the league. But this one kind of just trickles through the old 5-hole there. Neal with the shot, and it might have been tipped.
Yeah, I think Hero
might have been tipped right there.
Hero got a piece of that one, so he'll get credit for the goal. It's now 3-3 here at the Pacific Coliseum. 6:50 remains in the second quarter of play. Again, 4 12-minute quarters at Roller Hockey International. Play in behind. Manon Rhéaume picked up there by Brian Trottier. Brian Trottier on the left side for Virtue. Virtue is offside as the puck was passed over the red line again. You can carry it over that red line. No problem at all.
Well, we just took a look at the point leaders. Here are the goal leaders. Krywalak of Calgary leading with 22, and then Krakowski with 19. Why can't these guys be Jones and Smith and Brown? But Calgary with the 2 leading goal scorers in the entire league. St. Cyr from Portland with 18 goals. Gruel and No with 17. And then George Zajankala
and Ryan Harrison.
Voodoo.
Yeah, with 16 each. Now some nifty stick handling there by Berdnikov, but he's checked off the puck. Trottier sends it ahead to Hero. Hero moving in. Hero shot way wide on the backhand as it goes in the corner. Hero stays with it. Gets it back to Virtue, but he's checked there by number 10, Sylvain Node. Here comes the West. This is Berdnikov. His shot, or his pass to Node, goes nowhere. Node sends it in behind the net. There's Trottier logging a lot of floor time here at the Coliseum. Sends it up for Hero. Hero checked nicely by McCallion. Now Sylvain Node, who led the RHI in goals last year, gets it to Craig Cox, who has 1 goal so far in this hockey game. Craig Cox taking his time. Shot blocked. Eastern All-Stars have it now. This is Smith. Smith wheeling back into his own zone. Smith, what's he going to do? He's got some room here. Smith moving in with Trezl. Smith still has the puck. Shot goes high and into the stands. Let's go down to Dave Randall.
All right, you see the color of the floor. This is called a sport court. You can't really see the texture of it, but what it is basically textured tiles. They're all tiles up and down the court. And for this special floor, the players use what is called a sport court wheel. It's a lot softer. For those of you who have rollerblades at home, this one's a lot softer. It gets the grip going much... Speaking of going, the crowd's going right now. Anyhow, sport court, not everybody has it in the RHI, but it soon will be standard all around the league. Back up to you guys.
Well, we just took a look at the point leaders. Here are the goal leaders. Krywalak of Calgary leading with 22, and then Krakowski with 19. And then George Zajankala of Portland with 18 goals. Gruel and No with 17. And then Sylvain Node with 16.
All right, thanks, Dave. Yes, big crowd. Looks like it's sold out here at the Pacific Coliseum. Believe it or not, you RHI skeptics out there. Now this is the Eastern All-Stars. Gaudin and Trezl having trouble being checked there by Kurtz. Kurtz doing a great job. Sends Gaudin into the boards. No lack of hitting in this All-Star game. Randy Smith now for the East. Randy Smith. Smith in front. Shot goal. Real Gaudin, who moments earlier, took a hit on the boards, comes back to score a goal and give the East a 4-3 lead.
Well, the most impressive guy in this game offensively for the East tonight is the big guy, Randy Smith, and he sets this one up as he goes down the boards. He's looking for his man, number 7, and there's a nice little feather pass, and go down with his second goal of the game, but a great setup from Randy Smith, the Canadian Olympian. It's now 4-3 for the East over the West.
Matasovic on the right side, nobody there. McKegg will take it for the Western All-Stars. 5 minutes remaining in this second quarter. 4-3 for the East. Interception there, shot, saved by Laurie. And now this is Scott Gruel. Scott Gruel with the puck, the veteran, the all-time leading scorer in the International Hockey League. Leaves it for Scotty Daniels. Daniels on the right side. It's kept in there by Rowe. Daniels, big hit on Lubicic. Now the West stays with it. That's McKegg. Ahead to Gruel. Gruel on the left side. Kurtz is behind him. Kurtz tried to get it back to Gruel. Couldn't do it. Now here comes Matasovic. Matasovic to Lubicic. Lubicic moving in. 3-on-1. Lubicic in front. Shot. And the puck goes wide, and the net comes off its moorings. No goal there. Lubicic hanging onto the puck a little too long, I think. And as a result, there is really no chance, no opportunity at all for the Eastern All-Stars.
Sorry, Don. That play almost identical to the previous play where Smith set up Gaudin, only Lubicic couldn't get the puck out in front and actually ran into the goaltender, knocking the net off the moorings. Here's a look at the crowd. Hey, we got 15,000, maybe 16,000 folks. We've got a sellout here at the Coliseum for Roller Hockey International. This is unbelievable. They were thinking maybe 7, maybe 8. Hey, we'd be lucky to get 9,000. They got a sellout. The joint is jumping. It's full. Every seat in the place is filled tonight.
They heard Paul Carson was going to be here. George Zajankala checked out the puck by Virtue. Now Virtue stays with it. Virtue trying to leave it there for Trottier. Couldn't do it in front. Great defensive play there by number 37, Jay Neal. It's back in the corner for Kevin Hoffman. Sends it back to his goaltender, Laurie. Laurie stays with the puck. And now this is George Zajankala. Zajankala for Kirkuski. Kirkuski on the left side. Tried to get it back to Zajankala. Couldn't do it. Virtue sends it to Neal. Neal. This is Jay Neal of the Buffalo Stampede. Neal in behind for Yves Giroux. Yves Giroux checked out the puck. Zajankala. His shot, goal! Big mix-up by the Western. Make that the Eastern All-Stars. And as a result, this game is all tied at 4.
Well, that's an unfortunate one from Manon Riom. The puck was kind of flipping through the air, was rolling when Zajankala got a piece of it. There it is, bouncing. And not only was she screened, but she didn't have a hope on that one. Kind of a knuckleball, and George Zajankala, they call him the Z-Man, has tied it up with 3:42 remaining in the opening half. And there's the Z-Man right there. He played with Cleveland in the IHL. He's played with the Pittsburgh Penguins. He's played Western Hockey League, and now he's with the Vancouver Voodoo.
All right, 4-4 the score. 3.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter of play. Berdnikov, who opened the scoring for the West, sends it back to Trevor McCallion of the Edmonton Sled Dogs to Craig Cox. Right side, Craig Cox muscling his way into the Eastern Territory. Leaves it for Berdnikov. His shot wide. This is Cox again. Another shot wide. And now the Eastern All-Stars start out. Laddie Trezl, 3-on-1. Trezl moving in. All the way across. Shot goes wide, and the puck is sent on the right wing board. This is Craig Cox again. Craig Cox overskates the puck. He had a man wide open there. Coxie having all kinds of trouble out there with his sports court. Now it goes in behind the Eastern net for Florio. Florio sends it to Gaudin. They lose the puck. Cox in there. He's having a pretty good shift, Coxie. In front of the net. And Rion forced to make a save off Berdnikov. Now the puck was in the corner for Real Gaudin. Sends it ahead to Smith. Here's Vladislav Trezl. Vladislav Trezl of the Chicago Cheetahs. Moving in. Shot. Goes just wide. Now Gaudin. Gaudin for the East. Nice move. Gaudin stays with it. Shot. Oh, what a save by Rob Laurie. He got his left middle toe on that one. Now Godin's going to chase down the puck for the Eastern All-Stars as both team make changes. This is Matasovic. Matasovic on the right side, moving in, checked off the puck, and the West starts away. Sylvain Noe being hampered. Gets it to Scotty Gruel. Gruel checked off the puck nicely by Rowe. And here comes the East. Matasovic. Scott Matasovic slips, but Rowe is there to pick it up for the East. Moving right in. Rowe shot. Save Laurie. Rebound. Another save by Rob Laurie. Play continues. On the left side for Scott Gruel. Scott Gruel with Brett Kurtz. Gruel shot wide. Now here comes the East. End-to-end action here at the Coliseum. 4-4. 1 minute 40 seconds remain second quarter. This is Sean Rowe. Sean Rowe on the left side takes a hit from McKegg, but stays with it. Rowe gets the puck to Young. Young moving in. All the way back here to Matasovic. His shot stopped, and away come the West. Here's a breakaway for Scott Gruel. Moving in. Scores! Scotty Gruel.
Well, he's the leading goal scorer in the IHL. We'll get right back to more hockey after these messages.
Mazda 626 Kronos means more. More total headroom and legroom, better fuel economy, and more standard features than Camry or Accord. And with a Mazda personal lease, more value. BC Mazda dealers, making you feel just right.
Your lunch, sir.
Thanks, Wilfred.
Wilfred! It's coming, sir. Right on, dude. No problemo, sir.
Heinz, it just doesn't taste the same without it.
280-8000. Sports Update. UTV's Viewer Information Line.
Welcome to Soundbite.
UTV's Viewer Information Line. Sports Update. Instantly. Buy and sells Soundbite. 280-8000.
Scott Gruel has just made it 5-4 for the West. Scott plays for the San Diego Barracudas. What was the scouting report you had on Manon going in on the breakaway there?
Well, she hasn't played a lot, but from what I understand, 5-hole seemed to be the choice of most of the guys. So I thought of that before, on my way down. I just shot over her shoulder, tried to beat her there and missed the net. So I tried to change it up a little bit. Fortunately for me, it went in, and the club,
That's right, and the West has the lead, 5-4. Thanks, Scotty. Back upstairs to Paul and Don.
Play underway as a minute remains in this first half of play. Ryan Harrison for the West All-Stars. Moving in. Harry shot. Goes off the side of the net. Harrison stays with it. Gets it to George Zajankala, his voodoo teammate. Zajankala back to Harrison. Harrison in the corner. Trying to spin away. Can't do it. Checked there by Aero. Now Harrison staying with it. They call him Harry. And why not? Now it's on the left side for Terry Virtue. Terry Virtue sends it rink wide to Jay Neal. In front to Trottier. Pass didn't connect. Good chance, though, for the Eastern All-Stars. 35 seconds remain. Here comes the West. This is Hoffman. This is Jankala. His shot wide. And here comes the East. Neal ahead. Looked for Trottier. Didn't give him to him. No, holding on to the puck. In front for Trottier. Now, another chance for Virtue. Checked by Rob Laurie. Neal in behind the net for the East. Neal with 15 seconds remain. Pushed off the puck by Harrison, but stays with it. Now here comes George Zajankala. George Zajankala checked effectively by Hero. Here comes the East. 4 seconds remain. Trottier shot wide. 2 seconds. That'll be it for the second quarter of play. The first half of play. We're going to have ourselves an intermission. It's 5-4 for the West here at the inaugural Roller Hockey International Game. All-Star Game on UTV.
Mazda 626 Kronos means more. More total headroom and legroom, better fuel economy, and more standard features than Camry or Accord. And with a Mazda personal lease, more value. BC Mazda dealers, making you feel just right.
An event this big happens only once a year. Well, maybe twice. Now through Monday at the Brick, it's Christmas in July. You'll get a free gift just for coming in. And you don't pay for 1 full year on a huge selection of top brand name home furnishings. Traditional elegance with this beautiful sofa available in 3 designer colors, only $698. This beautiful Palliser 5-piece green and black bedroom suite is just $998. The lowest prices guaranteed. Or we'll write you a check for the difference. Don't miss Christmas in July. Happening now through Monday at the Brick.
at shortstop. Your BCAA-approved specialist.
Armchair Quarterbacks Huddle.
Who, me?
You and 3 friends could win dinner at the Keg, a chauffeured limo to a BC Lions game.
Right on.
And service in style while you watch.
Excellent.
The Lions from the comfort of a Lazy Boy recliner.
Tough to take.
Plus, your name will go into a draw to win the grand prize, a 21-inch Sony TV and a Lazy Boy for your own home. Enter to win at any Lower Mainland Keg restaurant.
Did we win?
The Keg, the great steak and seafood house.
What do people say when they discover the taste of multigrain Cheerios?
Multigrain. Wouldn't like it.
It's interesting.
Gotta be heavy.
It's nice and light.
It'll be boring. Be like rocks and twigs. Tastes a little bit sweet.
This is great stuff.
I like it.
4 different kinds of O's.
Toasted with the taste of brown sugar.
I tell you, I won't like it.
Discover the bite,
Crispy.
taste of multigrain Cheerios.
What are you staring at? Go try it.
Hey man, get portable. Get a Game Gear Supersonic Sports Pack. A color portable Game Gear carrying case and 2 hit games. Sonic 2 and World Series Baseball. Wow, you could save $70. The Game Gear Supersonic Sports Pack. You know who makes it.
Coffee? Tea?
Take off!
After 2 periods of play in the RHI All-Star game, the West leads it 5-4. Great action, end-to-end, a lot of great goaltending. We've already seen Manon Rayon play. We are going to see Daniel Bertillon play in the second half for the East. As you know, there are 3 Vancouver Voodoo participating for the West. George Zajankala already has a goal. Kevin Hoffman is another one, and Ryan Harrison is the third. Now, Harry is playing in his 2nd season with the Vancouver Voodoo, and as you're about to see, he is enjoying living and playing in Vancouver.
Hi there, my name is Ryan Harrison. I'm with the Vancouver Voodoo, number 22.
Todd Esselman on the right side on the pass from Stazar. Todd Esselman, left side shot, goal! Ryan Harrison!
Everybody figures being a professional athlete's pretty glamorous and that. Well, I'm going to take you in and show you around Todd's in my 1-bedroom apartment. And this is Todd Esselman, number 44 with the Voodoo. Hi.
There by Todd Esselman, right-hand shot, goal!
This is my fish, Kirby. He's a Siamese fighting fish. He's a killer. We throw fish in there bigger than he is, and he just devours them.
These are CDs. Color Me Bad. Love. This is a chick tape. Girls like this. Then we run our dance move with club cuts.
I guess you guys dance together here while you're listening.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we love it. We're silly.
Rory Billick with Ryan Harrison. Drops it for Harry. Here's a shot. Scores!
Morning, we like to get up, have some Crispix, some good healthy cereal.
This is what a fine-tuned athlete eats.
This stuff is good.
This is good, too. This is my bedroom in here. I'm the lucky one. I get the bedroom. And this is my cow. My cow comes with me everywhere I go. And this is my ball, too. These are my 2 favorite things besides Todd. That's my silk pajamas.
Well, I think you should get that.
You better get out of my room. Well, last we've showed them our glamorous pad. What do you say we take them outside and give them our view of Vancouver?
That would be lovely hair.
Let's go. This is what we live for right here. Hey! I got pits. In our thongs.
I think we get the title that we're, just happy-go-lucky guys that we just, hang around. But I mean, we can be serious just like the next guy. But
come on.
Oh yeah. Hey. We can if we want to.
We just enjoy life. This is what we're doing.
This is the summer.
What we like to do. Hang out down at the beach.
Yeah. This is summer.
And you're getting paid for this.
I know. That's don't tell anyone.
We'll have more RHI All-Star action when we return in just a moment.
Mazda 626 Kronos means more. More total headroom and legroom, better fuel economy, and more standard features than Camry or Accord. And with a Mazda personal lease, more value. BC Mazda dealers, making you feel just right.
you too can wake up to Africa. The Nabob Coffee Company presents African Safari Blend. Beans from the heart of Kenya give this coffee an intense, full body and fine, winey flavor. The taste of African safari is waiting. From the company that makes coffee an adventure. The Nabob Coffee Company.
An event this big happens only once a year. Well, maybe twice. Now through Monday at the Brick, it's Christmas in July. You'll get a free gift just for coming in. And you don't pay for one full year on a huge selection of top brand name home furnishings. This country lodge-style sofa in beautiful earth tone colors is only $7.98. This oak and brass finished 4-piece bedroom suite is just $3.98. The lowest prices guaranteed. Or we'll write you a check for the difference. Don't miss Christmas in July. Happening now through Monday at the Brick.
You're fired.
Ow. It's not just a bad day for Jay Sherman.
I have a virus only found in pigs, and I mustn't reproduce.
It's a bad life. The Critic.
Ow.
8:30 Monday, UTV.
Every day at factories like this, products like this motor oil are packaged. Some with the MotoMaster Formula 2000 label, some with another famous label. The idea being people pay more for a national brand name. But when you buy MotoMaster oil at Canadian Tire, you get national brand quality that costs less. MotoMaster Formula 2000 meets the same new SH performance standards, just like Quaker State, Castrol, Valvoline, and other national brands. You simply can't buy a higher-rated motor oil. MotoMaster, quality automotive products for a lot less.
News update every hour on the hour from the UTV Newsroom, your 24-hour news source.
Good evening, I'm Kelly Roulette. For the first time in their history, commercial fishermen in BC could soon be voting on strike action. The union representing 2,000 fishermen is holding a coast-wide vote on a final offer by processing companies. Contract talks stalled after the companies offered to pay only 90 cents a pound for salmon, $1 less than the union's asking price. Last year's rate was $1.30 a pound. Quebec Provincial Police have closed off a highway leading to a Montreal area village after today's tornado. Their aim is to ward off possible looters and looky-loos. 2 people were injured, one seriously, in the twister that struck about 40 kilometers northeast of Montreal. O.J. Simpson was allowed to leave his prison cell today for birthday visits. The former football star turned 47 years old. He spoke with his children, Arnell and Jason, through a glass partition. Next update will be around 10 p.m.
What do you want, Todd? Passing in roller hockey is a lot different than passing in ice hockey. In ice hockey, you can pass directly tape to a guy. In this, you have to lead the pass. You have to lead the man into the pass. So you might want to throw it a little slower and a little higher up for the guy to skate into the pass. It's not normally a direct pass onto the stick, because you want to throw it into the opening and let the guy skate into the pass and go in and take a shot. As you can see, the pass in roller hockey is a lot like ice hockey, where sometimes you're going to have to go over a guy's stick. So we give what's called a saucer pass, and you try to hit the guy on the stick, because if you do hit him in the skates, it's hard to control the puck out of your skates in roller hockey. It's not like ice hockey, where your feet are like another tool for you. Roller hockey is totally different. If it bounces off your wheels, you could lose the puck, and it's a turnover, and the other team will go down, score on your net. There's a beauty. That's play of the week.
Mazda 626 Kronos means more. More total headroom and legroom, better fuel economy, and more standard features than Camry or Accord. And with a Mazda personal lease, more value. BC Mazda dealers, making you feel just right.
Hey man, get portable. Get a Game Gear Supersonic Sports Pack. A color portable Game Gear carrying case and 2 hit games. Sonic 2 and World Series Baseball. Wow, you could save $70. The Game Gear Supersonic Sports Pack. You know who makes it.
Coffee? Tea?
Take off!
An event this big happens only once a year. Well, maybe twice. Now through Monday at the Brick, it's Christmas in July. You'll get a free gift just for coming in. And you don't pay for one full year on a huge selection of top brand name home furnishings. This country lodge-style sofa in beautiful earth tone colors is only $7.98. This oak and brass finished 4-piece bedroom suite is just $3.98. The lowest prices guaranteed, or we'll write you a check for the difference. Don't miss Christmas in July. Happening now through Monday at the Brick.
They will come from around the world for the right to take home the Canada Cup. Softball City presents the 1994 Pacific Customs Brokers Canada Cup International Women's Fast Pitch Tournament. The world's best go head-to-head July 11th to 17th. Tickets available by calling the Canada Cup hotline at 535-8616 or at Ticketmaster. The 1994 Canada Cup brought to you by the province, CKNW, Rock 101 CFMI, and UTV Sports Bay. Only at Softball City.
Welcome back to Pacific Coliseum, everybody. 5-4, the West leads it. Earlier we told you that I was going to have a mystery guest. Well, it's time to release the mystery. He is Joe Charbonneau. Last year, wore number 27 for the Voodoo. Of course, now he wears 27 for the Vancouver Canucks. You kind of missed this action. You'd almost like to be back out there.
Definitely. This is a great sport. We started today with the sport and the defense in Vancouver. I think it's a goal. Definitely a goal. I said it last summer, and I believe it more now because we got 24 cities, 24 major cities, and all involved like us.
There are some NHL crowds, Joe, around the league that would love a crowd like this.
Oh, definitely. I guess with the organization here we got in Vancouver, with some help from the RHI's office, it turned out to be like this, and the fans responded very well.
Now, before the game, Joe was honored as last year's RHI scoring champion. That was a real nice touch. What did the roller hockey do? It kind of gave your hockey career another kickstart, didn't it?
Well, definitely. It keeps me in good shape, and I believe it gives me a lot of exposure last year to come back and play in the NHL. Tiger Williams helped me out and make believe that Pat Quint that I could play, and they give me a chance, and things turned out my way.
You still pulling for the West tonight?
Definitely, I'm pulling for the West. I get some friends playing for Vancouver, and it's always a nice little touch to see the West leading like this.
Joe Charbonneau, former Vancouver Voodoo, now Vancouver Canuck. We'll be back with more right after this.
Every day at factories like this, products like this motor oil are packaged. Some with the MotoMaster Formula 2000 label, some with another famous label. The idea being people pay more for a national brand name. But when you buy MotoMaster oil at Canadian Tire, you get national brand quality that costs less. MotoMaster Formula 2000 meets the same new SH performance standards, just like Quaker State, Castrol, Valvoline, and other national brands. You simply can't buy a higher-rated motor oil. MotoMaster, quality automotive products for a lot less.
For when friends drop over, the Nabob Coffee Company presents South Pacific Blend. Beans grown in the rich volcanic soil of the islands give this medium-bodied coffee a slightly fruity flavor. Let the South Pacific impress your guests. From the company that makes coffee an adventure, the Nabob Coffee Company.
I drive a school bus for a living. I've been driving a school bus for 5 years, and I love it. I know safety, and I'm also a mom, too. Safety's a big thing on the new Ford Aspire. Look at this car. Look at the features you get. Dual mirrors, child safety locks in the rear, side impact door beams like in the bus. This car right here has ABS. It also has standard dual airbags. You get in the new Aspire, and you feel safe, and it's a heck of a lot prettier than the bus.
How do you catch an oopie? Whoops. Oh, dear. Ooh. Yeah, good. The only sure way to catch an oopie is with KFC's newest Mega Meal. Now get 10 pieces of chicken, family-sized fries and gravy, family-sized taters, and more. Large coleslaw, large macaroni salad, rolls, and your oopie ball. KFC's 10-piece oopie Mega Meal at only $19.99. It's quite a catch. Sheesh.
All right, usually all-star games, whatever sport you're talking about, baseball, football, hockey, anything where there's hitting usually, The All-Star games stink. Tonight, though,
Not tonight.
I mean, these people are being entertained. It's 5-4 for the West, and the home team, as it is leading. And these guys are giving their all out there. It's a good game.
The thing I can't believe, Don, is this building is full, and it is really hot in here. I'm telling you, it's got to be 85 or 90 degrees. The humidity is high. Let's have a look at the scoring summary in the first half. It was a 1-1 game after 12 minutes. Berdnikov for the West and Rael Godin scoring for the East. And then in the second quarter, Randy Smith scored at 38 seconds, and then Craig Cox at 3:57. Scott Daniels 4:34 as the West scored 4 goals on Manon Rhéaume in her very short stint here. There's the rest of the scoring summary. Jay Neal, Rael Godin, and George Zajankala. Godin, the only guy with 2 goals in this hockey game. The offensive star, I said it earlier, I think Randy Smith at this point has looked outstanding. He's setting up a couple of goals and scoring 1.
Yeah, and he gave up 1 bad goal, but I'm still saying that Rob Laurie of the Anaheim Bullfrogs, goaltender for the Western Conference All-Stars, I'm saying he's the player of the game so far to this point.
Well, we were told, I went in the dressing room and I asked everybody in the dressing room, who's the best guy in the league that you've seen? And they all mentioned Shank from Phoenix, and as far as best goalie, they all mentioned Laurie from Anaheim.
Well, Rob Laurie has yet to lose a roller hockey international game. He played all last year with the Anaheim Bullfrogs. They won the championship in the playoffs. Didn't lose a game there. Has yet to lose this year. So you know the guy's got something going.
Not a bad winning percentage, not having lost a game. And, well, by the looks of things, he's still in the running to keep that record intact tonight.
Now, the other guy that's been impressive so far, I think, anyway, Brian Trottier. I expected him to make one of those token big-name appearances, maybe a shift here and there. But he's been taking a regular shift, seeing lots of ice time, and he's been very effective there. Heads-up play, you'd expect that from Brian Trottier, of course. He's been a real delight.
I talked to Trots, as they call him, in the dressing room prior to the game. He's having a ball. He loves it. His kids love this game. They're all doing it, and he just thinks this is totally rejuvenated him. He's 37 years of age. He's not sure if he's going to retire from the NHL, but he says he may be back next year for a second-year Roller Hockey International. He's having a great time. He only plays the home games in Pittsburgh. He doesn't want to travel, but the team and the league said, that's okay, Trots, we're happy to have you. Come and play the home games, and as I said, he's having a ball, loving it.
I was saying that the star of this game was Rob Laurie. Maybe not. Maybe it's the guy who marketed this game. 15,000 people in attendance here at the Pacific Coliseum.
Somebody has done a tremendous job of putting this together, and I think they've been building on this all along, and this is the culmination of a lot of work. Here we go. Next game on UTV coming up July 23rd. The Vancouver Voodoo against the Calgary Rads, and the Calgary Rads are hot. They're tied for the lead in the division right now. There's some of the fans, a couple of young ones there, waving to the crowd at home.
Was that Randorf there again? All right. It's a 5-4 hockey game. The West leading here at the first ever Roller Hockey International All-Star game. Just had the attendance announced here, and it is a sellout, Paul.
In North America. Well, Don, it's 16,150, and that's a hockey sellout in Vancouver, and that's what we have here tonight, and that's a pretty impressive debut for the Roller Hockey All-Star Game. And as I said, the guys who work for the Voodoos and work in the front office have done a tremendous job putting this game together.
Get the word out.
And one of the guys who works in the front office, Doug Grover, who's a vice president with the team, his wife had a baby this week, and what a busy time for him. Brand new father and putting on an All-Star Game. Way to go, Mr. Grover.
All right, Virtue falls in behind the net, but the Eastern Conference retains possession. This is Haro. Haro, shot. Big save there by the new Western Conference goaltender, Grant Shervin, taking it into his trapper.
Well, there's the goaltender, Shervin. Grant Shervin, he plays for the San Jose Rhinos. Went to college at St. Cloud State, but he lives in Victoria. Played in the BCJHL with Chilliwack. Played with Meriden and Penticton. And he thinks this roller hockey is fantastic. Grant Shervin, the youngster from Victoria.
Let's go, White.
Let's go, White.
All right, well, you know he thinks it's fantastic when he looks up in the crowd and he sees 16,000 people watching. Not bad at all. Brian Trottier now for the Eastern All-Stars. Trottier tried to get it to Virtue, but basically just sends it down the floor. By the way, we've had no penalties in this game so far, not surprising, in an All-Star contest. McCallion on the left side for big Craig Cox. 1 goal tonight. Craig Cox wheeling and dealing out of his own zone. Cox stays with the puck. Craig Cox, right side. Cox still has the puck. Cox, shot, goes wide. Rebound out front, and the puck is sent wide as Bill Pye back in net, replacing Manon Riom, kicks the net off its moorings.
Okay, we've got Mark Cato, the referee, with a microphone on as we did in our previous game. Let's see if we can pick up some of the conversation with referee Mark Cato as the game goes along.
Now though, we have a face-off to the left of Bill Pye. Mark Cato, not a talkative referee.
He was the other night.
Yeah, he was. All right. Shot by Gruel goes just wide as the Western Conference applies some pressure. This is McKegg. Intercepted there by Perry Florio. He sends it on the right side for Real Godin. Real Godin gets it to Neil ahead on the right side, checked away. Now here comes Scotty Gruel. Scotty Gruel for the Western Conference All-Stars. Gruel skipping in. Scotty Gruel, shot! Sends it high and wide. Now, back in front there, and Scott Daniels was unable to bang it past Pye.
Okay, here's the guys who lend the big helping hand out there. The guys with the most assists in the league. Sean Krakiewski of Calgary. He leads with 26, and he's in this game tonight. He's the leading scorer in the league with 40 points. There's Sean Krakiewski wearing the big number 13. Just like your favorite television station, the Big U here in Vancouver.
All right, play underway again. We've got 10.5 minutes left in the third quarter of play. 5-4 the score. Puck goes in the corner as Lubicic chases after it. Lubicic in behind the net, staying with it. Ryan Harrison doing some excellent defensive work for the Western Conference All-Stars. Make that offensive work in behind the net. Kukuski now. Kukuski, he of the Calgary Rads. Kukuski in the corner for Zajankala. Zajankala tries to get by Rowe, can't do it. George stays with it though, and the puck is picked up by Hoffman. Hoffman for the Western Conference All-Stars, checked by Lubicic. Lubicic having a bit of trouble with the floor out there. On the left side, his shot, saved. Brad Sherman. Let's go down to Dave Randorf.
Yeah, I'm here with Rob Laurie. Rob played the first half, and Rob, I guess 4 goals in the first half in an all-star game with the action wide up as it is. You got to be happy with that.
Well, I'm just, I wanted to come out of the halfway, make sure we had the lead, and we did that, so I'm happy.
Now, Rob plays for the Anaheim Bullfrogs. They're the defending RHI champs. How are you guys looking this year?
We're a strong team again this year. Our record's 9-1 right now at the break, so we just hope to keep it going.
Have you played Vancouver yet this year?
Haven't played Vancouver.
Well, we'll see what happens then. Thanks, Rob.
Shot off the face-off, handled there by Grant Shervin, and away come the Western All-Stars. Sylvain Naud unable to catch up to it, but here's Berdnikov. Berdnikov moving in from the right, cuts in. Berdnikov trying to get it for Cox. Cox with a shot, save Pye. Now the puck back to McCallion. McCallion has time, winds up, shoots, wide. Now Sylvain Naud. Sylvain Naud for the Western Conference All-Stars sends it in front, no one there. McCallion will have to chase after it, and he's being pursued by Yves Hero. Yves Hero staying with the puck. In front, shot, saved by Shervin. Went off his mask. Now, some excellent work there by Terry Virtue. Virtue to Trottier. Trottier fakes the shot. Back to Virtue. Virtue moving in. His shot saves Shervin. As Grant Shervin has been sharp. Here in the third quarter of play. Naud with a shot. Squeezes by Bill Pye, the science guy. Now a face-off to the left of Pye. 5-4 the score. West in front. We'll be back.
Mazda 626 Kronos means more. More total headroom and legroom, better fuel economy, and more standard features than Camry or Accord. And with a Mazda personal lease, more value. BC Mazda dealers, making you feel just right.
come from? Why is space curved?
Question. The more you ask, the more you understand. Right now, many of you have questions about the new choices in the long-distance market.
Can I call to all the countries I want with one of the other long-distance companies?
If you're thinking about an alternative long-distance company, call this number first for your 20 questions brochure and exercise your right to know.
There is a place on Earth where it is still the morning of life.
Win your own Serengeti Safari courtesy of West Cam Tracks.
Africa, the Serengeti.
On now at the CNI Max Theater at Canada Place.
Still 5-4 for the West. One of the Vancouver Voodoos in this game, Kevin Hoffman. I came over and talked to the guy's got a smile a mile wide. You're having a ball out here.
Oh, this is so much fun, man. It's the greatest game in the world right now. It's just great.
Wide open, too.
Really wide open. I think we're going to see it get a little more wide open. We're going to have lots of goals here in this second half.
How does the sport court add to the game?
Pardon me, sorry?
The sport court, how does that add to the game?
It's a little different dimension than what we've played on before, but it's pretty nice to play on.
Really sticky, isn't it?
Pretty sticky. Yeah, it's real nice to play.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Back upstairs, guys.
All right, Kevin Hoffman suffering from a cold right now. Wouldn't know it by the way he's playing tonight. Tresel in the corner for the Eastern All-Stars, being hounded in there, and the Eastern All-Stars stay with it. Perry Florio back to Tresel, big lad Tresel. Tresel moving in, his shot, goal! Ladislav Tresel of the Chicago Cheetahs. It's 5-5.
Big Ladislav Tresel defected from Czechoslovakia back in 1986. Went to play for the Quebec Nordiques. He's played the last few years in Milwaukee. Big slap shot there right over the glove of Grant Shervin. Shervin not much chance on that one. Boy, did Tresel rip that one.
A Treselian shot. Western Conference All-Stars with it. It's Rob McKegg having trouble there for Daniels. Daniels is able to clear it out. No, he doesn't. Kept in there by Florio. Shervin will have to play it now. Shervin leaves it for McKegg. McKegg for the Western Conference All-Stars. 5-5 the score. 8:09 remains. Third quarter. Here they come. Moving in. Kurtz shot. No. Stays with it. Brett Kurtz of the LA Blades sends it in front. Shot goes wide as Scott Daniels send the puck inches wide of the Eastern net. Rebound to Gruel. Moving in. Gruel can't stuff it by Bill Pye. Hey, Bill Pye is playing a lot better than he did in the first quarter of play.
Scott Gruel with a huge smile on his face. He's having a great time. And we'd like to tell you that this telecast is authorized under permission granted to UTV by the Vancouver Voodoo roller hockey team. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or any other use of this program without the expressed written consent of UTV and the Vancouver Voodoo roller hockey team is strictly prohibited.
George Zajankla with some excellent work for the Western Conference All-Stars. Zajankla stays with it, tried to get it. Ryan Harrison couldn't do it. And now this is John Young for the East. Check there, and Ryan Harrison has it. It's Young again, though, for the East. Sending away Matasovic. But the puck goes offside. Western Conference called offside. 5-5 the score. I'd like to remind you that coming up right after the Roller Hockey All-Star game, tonight on You, it's Cops. Paul Carson caught stealing bubble gum at a local grocery store.
That's right, a special edition of Cops tonight. 10 o'clock right here after the Roller Hockey All-Star game.
George Zajankla now for the West goes in behind his net. George Zajankla leaves it for Krakuski. Krakuski being checked by Rowe. Rowe's been one of the more prominent Eastern players. Kevin Hoffman out for George Zajankla. He's checked by Young. Young, what's he going to do? Checked by Zajankla. Young stays with it, though. Young in behind the net. Tried to bank it off the net. Couldn't do it. And the Eastern Conference retains the puck. Ed Lubicic. Ed Lubicic on the point. Here's a shot. It's blocked. And away we go. Sean Krakuski on a breakaway. Krakuski checked effectively by Bill Pye. Getting the stick out there and stopping Krakuski. Now here comes Lubicic in alone. Lubicic shot saved by Shervin. Lubicic falling in the corner. He's looking for a whistle there. Checked by Krakuski. Krakuski on the left side for Ryan Harrison. Ryan Harrison moving in one-on-one. Harrison shot off the post. Ryan Harrison hits the post. Here's Trottier. Trottier for the East. He's offside. 5-5 the score. 6:15 remains in the third quarter. Hey, let's go down to Dave Randorf.
And I'm here with the head coach of the West, Gary Unger. Gary, is there much coaching need to be done here tonight?
Well, not really, but I'll tell you, these guys are really working hard. We're back and forth. We haven't had a penalty yet, so it's easy for the coaches. We're just changing the lines, rolling them out, and it's an exciting game.
How long did it take for you to get used to the fact that it's so wide open?
I'm still not used to it. It's a frustrating game for a coach because you come down, you get a good opportunity to score, and all of a sudden they're coming back 3-on-1, 4-on-1, and it just turns over real quick. That's why it's exciting for the fans.
And it's an exciting one tonight, tied 5-5. Back upstairs, guys. Thank you.
Well, Don, they're making another goaltending change here. The Bandit, Daniel Berthiaume, in for Bill Pye in the eastern goal. Berthiaume will play the remaining 18 minutes and 15 seconds of the hockey game, barring injury.
Some excellent work there by Bill Pye in this third quarter of play. Eastern Conference getting sloppy. Berthiaume has to come out with the big poke check on Berdnikov. Eastern Conference starts away. This is Terry Virtue carrying the puck over the red line. Virtue snaps a shot, goes wide. Virtue stays after it, though. Boys the check from McCallion. Puck in the corner. Virtue on McCallion. Checks McCallion. Now Trottier. Trottier in behind the net. Tried to center it. Checked by McCallion. Trevor McCallion doing some good defensive work for the Western Conference All-Stars. Puck in the middle now for McCallion. And the puck goes to Sylvain Node. Fakes a shot. Node moving right in. Shot. Save. Rebound. Another save by the Bandit. Daniel Berthiaume.
Okay, it's claimed over 30 lives in the last 100 years. Beware of the curse of the lost gold mine. 9 Tuesday only right here on UTV. Don Taylor out looking for the gold mine on his mountain bike this afternoon. Did you find it?
No, I didn't, Paul, but I haven't got a... You know what, I think? This is totally off the subject. The next goal that's scored, I'm going to give it one of those Spanish soccer scores.
All righty.
Calls.
We'll look forward to that.
What do you think?
Why not?
Let's make it a duo.
We'll do a duo thing. Stereo.
Next goal that happens.
All right.
We're going to do that together.
Folks,
get ready for that.
Set your VCRs.
Can't wait. Go, Dan. Maybe we'll have it here. He flipped the puck and the net came off its mooring. We got ourselves a whistle. 5-5 to score. 5:20 remains in the third quarter of play. I can't wait to do that. That guy is wild.
Yes, and I think he'll be having a tonsil transplant at the end of the World Cup.
He must do push-ups with his tonsils. I don't know how he does it, but it's very big. And Paul and I are going to do the stereo effort. We're going to try to do the stereo effort on the next goal. Are you pumped, Paul?
I'm pumped. I practiced the other day. You didn't hear us on the air, I guess, eh?
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Darn it, I missed that.
I had some help from Mark Grecian and Dave Kincaid. We did a trio thing.
All right. Well, I'll have to look back in the files at UTV to catch that. One of the great moments in broadcasting, I'm sure. Puck on the right side now. Puck on the right side for Scott Daniels. Tried to hit Kurtz, couldn't do it. Kurtz stays with it, though. Tried to center it by banking it off the board. That didn't work. And now Scotty Gruhl trying to get it to Kurtz. No. Gruhl stays with it. Here's Kurtz again. Kurtz back for Gruhl. Checked by Tresel. Tresel out front. Intercepted by Gruhl. But Tresel gets it back. He's on the right side. Moves into the center. Tresel, he's got two men with him. A little late getting it to him. Now Scott Gruhl. Scott Gruhl for the Western All-Stars. Gruhl moving in. Shot. Daniel Berthiaume gets a piece of it, goes high and into the corner. Tresel, who likes to carry that puck, leaves it for Godin. Godin to Smith. Smith takes the big hit from Daniels, and away we go with Godin. Godin has a man free. This is Florio. Shot. Oh, what a save by Grant Shervin. Godin stays with it. Here's Tresel. Tresel in front. Deflection. Goal. Goal. That was embarrassing. 6-5 for the East. 4:21 remains. Third quarter of play.
10 years ago, the world's first Magic Wagon rolled off our Canadian production line. And they're still rolling, with over 4 million on the road today. Your local Chrysler dealer is celebrating Magic Wagon's 10th anniversary by offering the safety and value leader with dual airbags, side impact beams, air, V6, automatic 7-passenger seating, and more at this great 10th anniversary price. Be part of this great Canadian success story. Now at your local Chrysler dealer, a dealer you can believe in.
Who'd like more cheese on their pizza? Okay. Who'd like more toppings on their pizza? Okay. More cheese. Okay. Toppings. More.
That's every man, woman, and child.
It's the new Little Caesars Pleasers menu. More meat, more cheese, more pepperoni, more toppings. Any two for $14.98. Product guaranteed.
2 pizzas.
Or get 1 pizza for $8.99.
Pizza.
Well, the West is down a goal. The crowd is pumping them on. I'm here with Scott Daniels. Scott, you laid a pretty good hit out there. I thought you weren't supposed to lay hits at All-Star games.
Well, I guess I just found out I didn't because I heard some of the guys just kind of yelling at me, so well.
Oh, well, right? It's hockey, right?
Yeah, what the heck.
Okay, let's go back upstairs for the play-by-play and the soccer calls, Don Taylor and Paul Carson.
Yeah, I'm sure you enjoyed that, Dave. Randy Smith with the goal there. We just saw the replay. 6-5 for the East. 4:09 remains, third quarter of play here at the Coliseum. Now here comes the East again. This is Rowe. A shot saved there by Shervin as Rowe lays out the hit on Harrison. Here's Ryan Harrison. Harrison on the left side being hounded by Rowe. Harrison sends it back for Hoffman. Hoffman to Harrison. The two voodoo players combining here. Harrison tries a move. Checked by Rowe. Rowe, one of the more effective Eastern players tonight. I've said that before. I'll say it again. Harrison with the hit there on John Young. Now the puck goes to Big George Zajankala, the Z-man, as the referee gets in the way. Zajankala, though, stays with the puck, bouncing over the center line. Zajankala in front, save for Chum, and he has to hang on to it as Sean Krakuski was right in front of him.
Well, what's coming up on the Big U this week? Monday night, of course, we've got The Simpsons at 8 o'clock with special guest, Holy Cow, Batman.
Zonko, Biff, Bow.
You got it.
I guess they didn't say Bow.
Batman dropping in for a little visit with Bart and Homer.
Can't wait for that. Actually, I watch The Simpsons all the time. Love the show. I'm not just saying that because I'm an employee of UTV. And I'm not alone. I'm telling you. 6-5 for the East as the West applies pressure in the Eastern zone. But a good job there by Sean Rowe as Scott Gruhl has it now for, make that Sergei Berdnikov. Berdnikov to Node. His shot saved by Bertium as Virtue tries to clear it. Can't do it. Virtue, though, stays with it. Terry Virtue of the Atlanta Fire Ants on the right side. Here comes the East 3-on-1. Perreault in front. Deflected by McCallion, and he almost put it in his own net. We've got ourselves the first penalty of this hockey game. Pardon me, it's not a penalty, it's a high sticking call. We'll have a face-off to the right of Sherman.
All right, let's take a look at the top goaltenders in the Roller Hockey International. Mark Delorme from Montreal with a 3.88 record, but he hasn't played as many games or as much time as Rob Laurie, of Anaheim, who is checking in with an even 5.00. Grant Shervin, the guy between the pipes right now, is third in the league standings in goals against with a 5.50.
Sylvain Note ahead to Craig Cox. Craig Cox waiting for some support. Can't get it right now. Cox leaves it. Shot. Saved by Bertium. Rebound. Another save by Daniel Bertium. That one off Sylvain Note, who led the RHI in scoring last year, but he was denied by the Bandit. Best known, of course, for his days, I guess, with the Winnipeg Jets when he teamed up with Hokie Reddick. Remember that team? Hokie and the Bandit. In the
He's also played with Washington, Detroit. I believe played with the Ottawa Senators. He's bounced around a little bit, but he's probably got the most NHL experience of any of the current goalies in the league, although Frank Caprice perhaps would rival him, the third Vancouver goalie who played for 3 or 4 years with the Vancouver Canucks.
6-5 to score. East in front. 2:27 remains. Third quarter as the West puts on the pressure. Kurtz in behind. Kurtz in behind the net looking for someone to pass to. Centers it. And Gruhl was knocked off the puck effectively. Here comes Godin for the East. Godin on the right side. In front. Checked there by McKay. Puck goes in behind the Western net, and here come the purple-clad Western All-Stars. Scott Gruhl on the right side, checked by Smith. Randy Smith is having himself a whale of a game. 3-on-2. Randy Smith for Trezl. Trezl likes to carry that puck. Does so. Trezl in front. Nobody there. Why didn't he shoot? I don't know. 94, Scott Daniels to Brett Kurtz, moving in 2-on-1. Kurtz holding onto the puck. Shot. Bertillon with the save, and he hangs on. We'll have a face-off to the left of the Eastern Conference goaltender.
Well, one guy who's had a tremendous game tonight is Randy Smith of the Eastern squad. Actually, the Western squad, I'm sorry. And Randy played for the Canadian Olympic team in '92. Played this year with the Las Vegas Thunder in the IHL with the #1 draft pick in the, or one of the top draft picks in the NHL, Radek Bonk. And I talked to him and asked him if Radek Bonk was going to make it, and he said this guy is going to be as big as they get in the NHL. Randy Smith having a great game here in the RHI All-Star game.
Now we've got ourselves a break for Rowe. Rowe being hounded, stays with the puck. Rowe shot, scores! We're not doing that goal thing again.
I hope not.
7-5 for the East. 124 remains in the third quarter of play on the goal by Sean Rowe of the Mark Messier-owned Tampa Bay Titans.
Well, I talked to Sean before the game. Here he is, clear-cut breakaway.
Good job of getting away from the hook.
Yeah, he fights off the hook, and he puts it just inside the post. 23 years of age, Acadia University, Canadian University All-Star, another one of these guys. Actually, they've recruited quite heavily from the Canadian University League. And it's 7-5 now for the East over the West.
Kevin Hoffman on the right side for Ryan Harrison. Ryan Harrison tried to get it to Krakowski. Can't do it. Now it's picked up by Neal. Neal to Trottier. Trottier. Brian Trottier on the left side for Virtue. Virtue shot. No goal there. Now Trottier tried to get it. Hero does so. Hero to Virtue. Virtue trying to keep it in against George Zajankala. George Zajankala, who is great along the boards for the Voodoo, but he's checked by Terry Virtue. Now this is Kevin Hoffman. Hoffman for the West. Brings it around the boards for Ryan Harrison. Harrison kicks the puck up to his skate and takes it, or to his stick rather, takes it in behind the net on the left side. Intercepted there by Neal. Neal takes the hit from Harrison, and away we go. This is Krakowski. Krakowski for the West. Moving in. Shot. Saved by Bertillon. Now Brian Trottier for the East. He loses the puck, but Neal is there to help him out. Neal runs into the referee, loses the puck. And here comes Krakowski for the West. Krakowski going backwards here on the left side. Stays with the puck. Some nice moves. Checked, though, by Brian Trottier. Trottier, 2-on-1. Here they come. Trottier gets it back. Shot, goal! Yves Hero from Brian Trottier. The East with a 2-goal lead, 7-5.
Well, did Trottier look like a guy with 19 years of NHL experience under his belt there? Look at this, 2-on-1. Trottier to Hero, back to Trottier, back to Hero, and tic-tac-toe.
I think
8-5.
There might have been an extra tick in there.
Might have been an extra tick with 2.5 seconds remaining on the clock. The East has opened up a 3-goal lead. Look at that beautiful passing play. Trottier to Yves Hero.
His friends call him Yves. You can't do that. It's Yves Hero. Come on now. Did I say that's the end of the third quarter of play, by the way? Did I say 2-goal lead? I meant 3-goal lead, and it's the East in front. I got that part right. The score is 8-5 here at the Pacific Coliseum, the inaugural RHI All-Star Game on UTV.
Mazda 626 Kronos means more. More total headroom and legroom, better fuel economy, and more standard features than Camry or Accord. And with a Mazda personal lease, more value. BC Mazda dealers, making you feel just right.
Every day at factories like this, products like this motor oil are packaged. Some with the MotoMaster Formula 2000 label, some with another famous label. The idea being people pay more for a national brand name. But when you buy MotoMaster oil at Canadian Tire, you get national brand quality that costs less. MotoMaster Formula 2000 meets the same new SH performance standards, just like Quaker State, Castrol, Valvoline, and other national brands. You simply can't buy a higher-rated motor oil. MotoMaster, quality automotive products for a lot less.
An event this big happens only once a year. Well, maybe twice. Now through Monday at the Brick, it's Christmas in July. You'll get a free gift just for coming in. And you don't pay for one full year on a huge selection of top brand name home furnishings. This country lodge style sofa in beautiful earth tone colors is only $7.98. This oak and brass finished 4-piece bedroom suite is just $398. The lowest prices guaranteed. Or we'll write you a check for the difference. Don't miss Christmas in July. Happening now through Monday at the Brick.
We are the Three Musketeers. All for one. And one for all. What's yours is mine. And what's mine is yours. Guys, this mine is yours. Yours is mine thing. I mean, how far do we want to take that? Yours is ours. Not exactly. Yours is his, yes? His is yours, yes? Yours is his is yours. Mine's mine, yes! No, what's yours should be ours. You're off.
You could win up to $1,000 instantly with Baby Grand, the new scratch and win ticket.
Are you looking for news on the weekend and searching for reports closer to home, but feel you're getting left in the dark? Now, the U News at 6 Weekend Crew is 1 full hour, Saturday and Sunday, where you live. Going, gone. There are just a few gorgeous 3-bedroom townhomes left at the Gabriola, and they're priced for immediate liquidation. This is your chance to secure a new home with a Builder Special 6.5% financing or receive up to $4,000 cash discount. Imagine you could own your very own home for just $7.99 a month. Hurry to the Gabriola because this special offer won't last long. The Gabriola on 237th, just north of Dudney Trunk Road in Maple Ridge. Show home open daily, noon to 6 p.m.
The East leads the West 8-5 with 1 period to go. I'm here with Brian Trottier, and judging from that last setup, that last 2-on-1 you had going, you still got all the sets you had.
Well, I'm playing with Eves. Eves got great hands. You know, he wants to finish off. He scores 40 or 50 goals every year in the International Hockey League. So it's fun playing with these guys because they're all skilled players. And they know how to play offenses, which what I enjoy the most of this. You know, let them shoot. I'll go for the loose puck and take off the other way. I mean, it's all offense, a lot of opportunities. Great playmaking abilities, all these guys, so it's fun to play.
During the break here, they're playing YMCA in here, and Trottier's doing YMCA. You love this. This is fun for you.
Oh, well, you can afford, you know, it's not the NHL where you're really intense and you're really focused in. I'm focused, but having a fun time, you know, and you can play a lot looser and go out there and really enjoy the thing, enjoy the crowd, chit-chat with the opposition, tap them on the pads when they make a good play, tap the goaltender on both sides when they make a great save. It's really a lot of fun, a lot of camaraderie on both sides.
And there's 1 period left to go. Thank you very much, Brian. Let's go back upstairs for the last period. 8-5. Paul and Don, take it away.
Well, a big period for the Eastern squad that third quarter. Tressel, Smith, Rowe, and Haru scoring 4 goals. They have a 8-5 lead now with 1 quarter remaining, a 3-goal advantage for the East.
Here's Tressel, saved by Shervin. Boy, he almost made it a 4-goal lead there. Here come the West All-Stars. Craig Cox having trouble with the puck out there. Looks like he's talking to it. Mark Fidrich loses it. Now it's a 2-on-1 for the East. This is Randy Smith. Randy Smith to Tressel. Tressel again hanging on to the puck too long. Now Berdnikov for the West. On the right side for Node. He couldn't corral the pass, but Berdnikov gets it back. Berdnikov to McCallion. Trevor McCallion of the Edmonton Sled Dogs. Up to Sylvain Node. Sylvain Node taking his time in his own zone. Now he crosses center. Sylvain Node leads it there for Craig Cox. Craig Cox continues to have trouble with the puck. He's got 1 goal tonight, but having a little bit of trouble right here. Craig Cox on the right side, staying with that puck. Give him credit to Berdnikov. Berdnikov moving in. Berdnikov's got some moves to Craig Cox. Craig Cox staying with the puck. Out to the point, McCallion. Shot goes off a skate. Bertillon juggles it and hangs on. We'll have a face-off to the left of Daniel Bertillon.
Well, there's the 30-year-old Craig Cox, former Vancouver Canuck. He played for the San Jose Sharks. He got the first goal ever for the San Jose Sharks when they came into the NHL. He was a big penalty leader while he played pro hockey, but he's not amongst the leaders right now. He's not even on the list, but Randy Smith is on the list, and Randy's in the game tonight. Craig Cox, 10-year NHL veteran, drafted by the Red Wings originally, now living in Phoenix, and he loves it. They call him Coxie.
All right, an illegal clearing. Again, they don't call it icing here in Roller Hockey International. Something to do with the fact that there's no ice on the floor. Another thing about Craig Cox, I remember it was Bill LaForge who recommended him to the Vancouver Canucks back in 1984. That's where he started his NHL career.
You mentioned Bill LaForge. Something I found out tonight, Gary Unger actually coached with Bill LaForge in Kamloops. That was something I wasn't aware of.
And yet, I'm not going to say anything about LaForge. He got a bad rap here. 20 games he lasted. One of the infamous moments in Canuck history.
Yeah, that didn't last long. 34 games, was it?
I think it was actually, I'm not sure what it was. It wasn't a lot of games.
Wasn't many.
Now, this is McKegg for the West. McKegg gets it to Gruel. Gruel sends it in the corner for Kurtz. Kurtz in behind Bertium. Bertium goes down. Kurtz still with the puck. Kurtz, no one to pass to. No one's moving for him. Kurtz in front. Bertium goes down. Managed to poke the puck away, and now Rowe breaks out for the East. Rowe moving in. His shot. Scores! Sean Rowe of the Tampa Bay Titans.
Well, there's one Grant Shervin would like to have back. That one from about 40 feet out. Rowe down the right wing, and he lets her go from just outside the face-off circle. And Grant Shervin is shaking his head on that one. Not a good goal. I think it hit his pads. He got a piece of it, just trickled in. Now a 4-goal advantage for the East as they're starting to kind of pull away here early in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, 5 straight goals for the East now. They lead 9-5 as the puck goes into the stands. 9-5 for the East on the goal by Sean Rowe. That's his second of the game. He's from Oshawa, Ontario. And it looks like the East is pulling away as both teams, especially the West, surprisingly, this is their home floor, are tiring. Let's go down to Dave Randorf.
Yeah, we've got Trevor McCallium. Trevor, I guess you guys have got a little work to do. This is the biggest lead of that either team's had, 4 goals.
Yeah, we just got to try and cut down. We're giving up too many 2-on-1s and 3-on-1s. We go down, shoot the puck, we're not hitting the net, or we're not making the smart read and getting the puck to the net.
Trevor plays for the Edmonton Sled Dogs, a team that takes defense seriously.
Yeah, we do. Well, we have a lot of guys that have university and college experience, and that kind of background, most of those guys think defense first, even when the puck's in the offensive zone.
But you can come back. This is roller hockey. A 4-goal lead's not safe.
4 shots, right back in the game here.
Thanks, Trevor.
Well, I'm not sure if they can come back, judging by the action all around the Western Conference net on that shift. Brian Trottier, 4th quarter of play, the veteran. It's like a 20-year-old out there setting up guys left and right. He's not concerned with scoring at all. He wants to give these other guys a chance to ripple the mesh. Away comes Sean Krakowski. Sean Krakowski for the West sends it into the corner. It'll be picked up there by Ladislav Trezl of the Eastern Conference All-Stars from the Chicago Cheetahs. He's checked but stays with the puck. Now on the left side for Randy Smith. Randy Smith checked by Big Craig Cox. Jay Neal gathers it in for the East now. Jay Neal for Virtue. Virtue on the left side. Good job of banking it off the boards for Trezl. It's picked up there now by Sergei Berdnikov. Berdnikov back to his goaltender, Shervin. And Shervin sends it ahead to McCallion. McCallion for Craig Cox on the right side. Craig Cox in front. It's tipped by Godin into the corner. McCallion centers it. Godin is there to intercept. Godin breaking away with Trezl. Trezl moving in with Godin. Try to move. Checked, though, by Scotty Gruel. And Gruel, I think that Berdnikov. Berdnikov falls but gets the puck ahead. And here comes Sylvain Node for the West. Sylvain Node moving in. Shot. Saved by Danielle Bertome, who's been effective since replacing Bill Pye. Now, Node. Cross here for Craig Cox. Cox with the puck, taking his time. He's checked out the puck again by Real Godin. Real Godin looking for Trezl. Can't get it to him, and away come the West. This is Berdnikov. Berdnikov gets the return pass. Back to McCallion. He couldn't corral the pass, and away comes the Eastern Conference, who lead 9-5. 7.5 minutes remain. Here we go with Randy Smith. Shot wide. And away come the Western Conference All-Stars. No, it's kept in by Florio. Nod for the Western All-Stars, sends it around the boards to McKegg. McKegg having trouble there. Checked out the puck by Young, who centered it, but the Eastern Conference All-Stars were making a line change. Here's Craig Cox taking his time. On the right side, no, could not get to that pass. And this is Scott Matasovich for the Eastern All-Stars. He plays for the New England Singers. Sends it up to Rowe. Rowe with a shot in front, deflected by Lubicic, and it went wide. Down the right side for Kurtz. Kurtz to Daniels. They can't connect, and this is big Lubicic for the Eastern Conference All-Stars. Now this is Young being tripped up, loses the puck. It goes to Sean Rowe. Sean Rowe in the corner for Young. Young in behind the net. Watched there by Gruel. Gruel gives him a hip check. The puck goes back to Matasovich, though. Matasovich moving in, centers it. Eastern Conference with all kinds of pressure. Rowe knifes it in behind the Western Conference net. Shervin has to play it, and he'll get it to Kurtz. Kurtz being hounded by this persistent Eastern forechecking. Scott Gould, the San Diego Barracudas, to Kurtz. Kurtz of the LA Blades. Over center, moving in. Kurtz leaves it for McKay. McKay back to Kurtz in front. It goes just wide and into the crowd. I have no idea how Scott Daniels missed that one. The score is 9-5. 6:12 remains in the fourth and final quarter of play. You're watching the RHI All-Star Game on UTV.
Mazda 626 Kronos means more. More total headroom and legroom, better fuel economy, and more standard features than Camry or Accord. And with a Mazda personal lease, more value. BC Mazda dealers, making you feel just right.
Women today have a clean choice when it comes to tampon protection with OB. OB is easy to use, and OB expands all around, fits all around, gives you unbeatable protection. That's why we call OB the perfect fit tampon. After all, are you going to trust your favorite clothes to just any tampon? OB, today's unbeatable clean protection.
What do Seinfeld viewers have in common?
They're insane. You know that.
Is that a problem?
What do you think?
I think you're all a little touched in the head.
Is there a cure for that?
Oh, that's fatal. You don't want that.
Seinfeld, 9 Thursdays, UTV.
Rock on.
Okay, it's still 9-5 for the East. We're with Bill Pye. He played, I guess, the first period and the third period. Talk a little bit about the bandit, Daniel Bertiom. I think he's come in and done a great job and allowed you guys to open it up.
Well, he's a great goalie, and I mean, he's played 200 NHL games, and he's showing him out there. He's quick, and he stands his ground. He's a great goalie, and hopefully he can keep it up and we can get this win.
What about this the sport court? The puck really skips around on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's faster too than cement. A lot of teams are playing on cement, and the puck really takes off. And the players like it, but I don't think the goalies like it too much.
Well, let's see if we like the rest of this game from your perspective. Back upstairs, DePaulin's on.
Another Eastern Conference chance. That one from Terry Virtue. Saved there by Shervin, though. And away comes the West. Jankla checked off the puck. This is Lubicic right in. Oh, what a save by Shervin. That was actually Yves Saroux. My mistake. Let's move on. 9-5. East leads. 5:30 remaining in the fourth quarter. Zajankla on the left side. Zajankla, he takes a shot. Goes off a blade and wide. Now this is Virtue. Virtue for the East on the right side for number 37, Jay Neal. Moving in. Has room. Shot. Save. Rebound. And it's sent wide. Good checking there by Karkuski as the Eastern Conference continues to dominate this roller hockey game. Kevin Hoffman tries to clear it. Can't do it. Kept in by Florio. Down low. That's Trottier. Tried to center it. Couldn't do it. Checked by Kevin Hoffman. The Voodoo. Ahead to Ryan Harrison. Another member of that Vancouver team. Harrison to Zajankla. Back to Harrison. Harrison has some room. But checked and goes into the net. Net goes off its moorings. Stoppage in play. 9-5 for the East. 4:52 left. Fourth quarter.
Well, I didn't like the looks of that slide into the goalpost there by Ryan Harrison. There's Kevin Hoffman taking a bit of a break, grabbing a breather. We mentioned him earlier, playing hockey in Japan and commuting back and forth to Vancouver. I'll tell you, this building now is really heating up in more ways than one. It's about 85 or 90 degrees in here.
But it was never hotter than when they were playing Glad All Over and you were dancing for the people.
Well, the Dave Clark 5 came on the loudspeaker. It was really cooking in here, I'm telling you. But what I'm getting
you were the
around
only guy who enjoyed it.
Is this crowd is loving this game, and they want a West Division comeback. I don't know if they're going to see it. They trail by 4.
Boy, the West Division Western Conference looks tired. Trezl for the East. Trezl moving in, likes to carry the puck, does so. Keeps with it, but he's checked off it. But the East keeps possession. In the corner now for Randy Smith along the boards. Sends it back to Florio. Back to Smith. Smith all the way over for Godin. Godin, feisty little devil in the corner. Centers it for Trezl. Couldn't do it. Now this is Sylvain Node. The big Craig Cox on the right side. Craig Cox has some room. Cox shot. Blocked. And there goes another Western opportunity. Trezzo for the East. Sends it up here for John Young. John Young back to Flavio. To Young. Young tried to get it back to Flavio. Checked by Burtnikov. Burtnikov, he's played a strong game. For Craig Cox. 2-0. Sylvain Node and Craig Cox knocks the Node. Scores! Sylvain Node. 9-6. The West pulls to it in 3 minutes and 53 seconds remain in the fourth quarter of play.
Your lunch, sir. Thanks, Wilfred. Wilfred! It's coming, sir. Right on, dude. No problemo, sir.
Heinz, it just doesn't taste the same without it.
What do people say when they discover the taste of multigrain Cheerios?
Multigrain. Wouldn't like it.
It's interesting.
Gotta be heavy.
It's nice and light.
It'll be boring. Be like rocks and twigs. Tastes a little bit sweet.
This is great stuff.
I like it.
4 different kinds of O's.
Toasted with the taste of brown sugar.
I tell you, I won't like it.
Discover the bite, crispy taste of multigrain Cheerios.
What are you staring at? Go try it.
Well, it's not over yet for the West. Craig Cox in on a 2-0. Coxie, you got a goal tonight. You're showing some great hands.
Surprising everybody, aren't I?
I tell you.
Well, I'm having fun. What can I tell you? 4-on-4, it gets a little bit more open. I get a little bit more space. I'm just enjoying myself. I don't know what else to say. Look at it. The fans are great. It's nice to be back in this building playing again. I got getting the good support. It's nice to see that. I miss playing here, I'll tell you. I miss playing here a lot. It's a beautiful city.
Well, I'm sure the fans are enjoying seeing you back here. Thanks, Greg. Back upstairs, guys.
All right. Well, so much for the West pulling to within 3. You saw it there. John Young scoring a goal for the East on the 2-on-1 makes it a 10-6 hockey game. No chance for Grant Shervin.
John Young, the only member of the Eastern Division squad in the top 10 of RHI scoring. John about 6th or 7th in scoring, and that's his first goal of the hockey game. And a 4-goal lead once again for the East as they lead at 10-6, 3:39 remain.
Boy, I tell you, it sounded like Craig Cox was bucking for a job there. I wonder if Pat Quinn was listening. Now Rowe for the West. On the left for Lubicic, his shot blocked, goes wide. Rowe stays with it. Again, he's been one of the more effective Eastern players in this game. In the corner for Young. Back to Lubicic. He's going to try the wraparound. Check, though. And away comes the Western Conference All-Stars. This is McKegg. McKegg to Kurtz. Kurtz has some room. Kurtz to Gruel. Gruel, shot. It goes off the post. Scotty Gruel, golden opportunity for the West. Now this is Kurtz being checked by Manasovic. On the point now for Daniels. Daniels to McKegg. He loves it down to his stick. Sends it in the corner for Gruel to Kurtz. Kurtz spinning, being checked though by John Young. John Young. Now, effective checking by the Eastern Conference, and they break out 3-on-1. Here we go. This is Lubicic. Shot wide. Now Kurtz for the Western All-Stars. Kurtz taking his time. Some moves. Shot saved by Bertium. He has been one solid goaltender. Brian Trottier on the left side, the veteran for the Eastern All-Stars and the Pittsburgh Phantoms, and now gets it to Terry Virtue. Virtue looking for Trotz. Gets it back to him, but the puck goes off the boards away from number 19. Puck played there by the goaltender Shervin. Trottier forechecking, gets the puck for the East. Trottier looking for someone out front. Shot by Virtue, saved by Shervin. Now here comes the West. They trail by 4, 10-6 with 2 minutes left. 3-on-2. Puck goes to Hoffman. His shot. Bertrand with a big save. And away comes Brian Trottier, taking his time to Heroux. Heroux goes off his skate, and it's Hoffman now. Hoffman on the right side. He gets it to Krikuski. Krikuski in front. Bertrand makes another save. Hoffman has Zajankla open. Finally gets it to him. The puck on end, rolling. George bats it down, and he'll have to take it back into his own zone as some of his men are trapped. Zajankla carrying over the line. puts it down into the corner. This is Neal for the East, banks it off the boards, and Brian Trottier will get it for the Eastern Conference All-Stars. 1 minute, 20 seconds remain. 10-6 the score, East in front. Trottier with no support as the Eastern Stars were making a change, loses the puck. Zajankla on the right side. Here comes a wide open. Ryan Harrison has the puck go off his stick, and Daniel Berthiaume, the bandit, is there to smother the puck. It's 10-6 with 1:07 remaining. The East leads.
Well, Daniel Berthiaume has played the second half here, most of the second half for the white-shirted Eastern All-Stars, and he's only given up 1 goal. And he's looking pretty good right now as far as game MVPs are going. Daniel Berthiaume, there he is with a 6.85 goals against average, plays for the New Jersey Rock and Rollers. New Jersey Rock and Rollers is his team. That's the same team as Manon Rhéaume.
Sharing the goaltending duties.
And I'll tell you, do you know how they got their name?
Well, it seems pretty obvious, but go ahead.
Well, the owner of the team,
Bruce Springsteen,
owns a bunch of rock and roll radio stations. And they call it Rock and Roll Radio, and hence the name New Jersey Rock and Rollers. Not real original, but
Paul Carson,
it's a fact.
A wealth of information here. RHI inaugural game. This is Note. He shot Berthiaume with another save. Hey, he's rocking and rolling tonight. 10-6. The score remains as 46 seconds are left in this All-Star game. East in front convincingly. Dave Randorf, take it away.
All right, we're here with Sean Rowe. He's got a couple of goals late. The reason they are up by 4 goals. You guys wanted to win. There's a little money on the line here, isn't there?
Yeah, well, the league, for coming here, the league gives us about $50 for the 4 days we're here per diem. And Mr. Williams came over and asked our coach, Chris McSorley, if he wanted to put it on the line for the game. So it's an added bonus for us to come out and win this game.
And obviously, you guys are approaching it like this isn't an all-star game. I'm just walking up and down the bench here. The boys want to win.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is an all-star game. The best players in the league are here, and we're treating it as an all-star game. But we want to give the fans a good show, so we're coming out really hard. You know, it's not the traditional all-star game without any body contact. There has been some body contact, which is good for the fans. It hasn't been anything crazy, though. Gentleman-like game with a little bit of hard hitting.
And how about the fans? I mean, are you impressed?
Yeah, it's probably one of the loudest crowds I've ever played in front of. Unbelievable, you know, they've been loud right from the start, and